Honored Sacrifice. You will use it every minute. Depending on whether or not you're first or second rend armor, you will either use it during the first 30 seconds or the second 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then at that point, you're just pushing it on cooldown, basically, because you'll be synced with the other person as long as they're pushing it on cooldown.
It's the other way around. If you have rend armor, you want to bring Honor Sacrifice and rend
is
armor.
it?
And how many fonts of powers do I bring instead? Because if I'm bringing in rend,
you would bring one backup, and you will replace your actions at Trinity Avowed.
that's when I start using them.
No, you will use your actions the entire way through. You will replace your actions and refresh them at Trinity Avowed. You may have to replace Rend earlier, like before Queen's Guard.
I messed it up. Replace. Do not use Font of Powers. Bring Honored Sacrifice instead. If you want to take a look at it, look at the holsters that Opal put in with the sign up.
I'm bringing in three Honored Sacrifice, 2 Lost Rend, 3 Re-Razors, and 1 Pure Essence to start.
Okay.
And then I'll top it up at the chest.
I'm running a ready check. This is not a hard ready check. This is just seeing when people are ready. Please go ahead and go to the Lost Finds cache. At this time, I would like all healers to talk with their other healer. Make sure one of you is bringing Steel Sing, one is bringing Spellforge. Make sure one of you is bringing Shell, one of you is bringing Protect. For Shell and Protect, Protect will only need to be on the main tank. It does not need to really be applied to anyone else. And for Shell, it does not need to be applied on anyone until Trinity Avowed. Please do make sure you do have Shell and Protect for Trinity Avowed and beyond. Please make sure you have Steel Sting and Spellforge for Queen's Guard. Please make sure you have it either to Reflect or a lot of Light Curtains as a healer. Go and make sure you have all your required actions. Okay, I'm gonna do another ready check.
This is the run.
This is the run.
Again, go to your holster. Make sure that as soon as you go into the instance, you will have in your holster a Pure Essence, a Re-Razor, and your actions. Okay, perfect. Everyone is ready. I'm going to queue us in. Please make sure you have your job stone equipped. Please make sure... Yeah, just... Okay, at this time, open up your holsters. Go ahead, equip your 2 actions, equip your Pure Essence, and use your Re-Razor. Once you have those things on, we can go to the Lost Finds cache. Do not touch either of these shiny glowing buttons. Just go to the cache, load in your in-instance set that should have your refresh of actions, your other required action, and then go stand on your party's marker. As a reminder, 3 is E, 4 is F. Party leaders, go ahead and look over your party. Make sure everyone has a Pure Essence on. Make sure everyone has a Re-Razor active. Once your party has their pure essences as well as their V-Razors equipped, as well as sensible actions in both their slots, please run a ready check. Once your party is ready, please put it in yell chat. A is ready, D is ready, F is ready, B is ready, E is ready, D, F, A, B, C is ready. Perfect. All parties are reporting ready. Sorry.
Rescinding A ready because we have a Pokeball.
Okay, we have 1 DC. We're gonna wait for them.
There's a slight bit of echo off of someone's mic. It is getting a little bit of annoying if you can mute your mic.
Everyone can go ahead. If you're not a caller, you can mute your microphones for now. You probably won't be required to talk. If you have any questions, you can put them in yellow shout chat.
The echo's from Akka. I had to mute him.
Okay, there you go. And just let me know when that person in A is back. As a reminder, your Slime's caller is going to be Rain Highlands today.
Hello, hello.
Okay, all parties are ready. Assuming your party has full re-razors and pure essences, you can drop down on your pad. ABC is going to go to the leftmost pad, DF is going to go to the rightmost pad. If you are in parties D, E, or F, you're going to drop down one voice channel.
Hello and welcome everyone to Slime Side. If you were over here last time, you already know who stole my markers. You're already down here, Okay, seriously. If any of you are removing the markers, please stop. Anyways, if you were here last time, you know what to do. If you weren't here last time, welcome to Slime Side. This is where our pre-organization happens. Oh my gosh, why are there so many people on A? What needs to happen here is we need 2 DPS, 1 healer, 1 tank on A, the same on 1, the same on 2, same on B, same on 3, same on C. I'll get down to starting to explain our goal here on Slime Side. For Slime Side, your job is to create 4 slimes that have 5 stack of a damage up and HP up buff that are on the buttons inside the rooms. To do that, you'll be listening to me call. We're going to start off with we're going to start off by waiting for the trap in the middle of here to be percepted. Then we're going to take 3 waves of 3 slimes, 4 waves of 3 slimes into the rooms following this order. We're going to start at the northwest, move to the northeast, move to the southeast, then go to the southwest. This will be the job of the tanks. You'll be taking the first 3 slimes that fall down for when your room is called, and then you'll hold the 3 slimes on the button so that they fuse. When they fuse, there will be a slime of 2 stacks on the button, because 1 will be the base, and then 2 more will be added for a total of 2 stacks. Once this happens, I will be calling for healer free-for-all. What this means is that healers will be going around to drag slimes into the rooms one at a time, until the slime inside of the room is at until it has 4 stack on it, because we'll wait until the commit call from Golem's side to pull the last slime into the slimes. What this will look like is everyone will get their first 3 slimes. Then healers are going to bring in another 3 slime. 2 to get it up to 4 stacks, and another one to hold until the call for commit is called, which will be from our side. All you'll have to worry about is whether or not the slime in your room, as a healer or tank, has 4 stacks, and if you have 1 more holding.
Quick question.
Yes?
The tank provokes the last... From when the commit call happens, the tank provokes the slime off the healer to bring it over, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll want to stand on the opposite side of the slime that your healer is standing on, provoke it through, so that they'll fuse on top of the button. When this happens, you do not want to interrupt either of the slimes, because if you do so, one of the 2 slimes will get off of the button while we're running to the edge of the hallway, and we are not going to have all of the buttons light up.
How are we splitting up?
What?
These markers, I don't know where to go.
Light parties.
Yeah. It's going to be light parties. A, light parties are on the reds. B, light parties are on the yellows. C, light parties are on the blues. So if you are an A party when we were forming up, you'll come to reds. If you were in B party, you'll be on the yellows. If you are in C party, you'll be on the blues. Loriand, you do not have to worry. I'm the healer for 2.
Okay, noted.
Nofi, can you please move to the correct marker? You are not in B party. You are likely in C party, if I had to guess. I have a tiny bit left to go on. If you are a DPS, there are going to be red slimes that fall down. These will be your jobs. All you need to do is you have to hit them once, and then bring them out into the hallway. I don't want anyone using large AoEs, because if you do so, you'll grab any of the green slimes that are in the hallway and bring them to yourself. All tanks should have stance on. If you are in C party and you're a tank, your goal is to hold the Boston soldiers that appear on the pads that will be at the north and south of the hallway. And as another note, healers, you're not going to want to stand near the entrance of your rooms while you're holding slimes, because if you're healing your tank and you're standing there, you will draw another slime to you. No, the first 3 slimes will put it to +2. Marina, since, yeah, you're definitely going to want to start at B. So, do you know where the traps are?
It's giving me the notification only on this side.
Okay, yep, then that's southwest and north. So what you're going to want to do is when we start, you'll want to go up to that pile of rubble, percept there. Don't get hit by the trap, then you'll want to stand outside the door on the northwest room.
Okay.
And then percept there, and if you don't find it, go a little bit farther in to about a little bit before the pad, and then percept again. And if there's nothing there, then you'll check the northeast room. Once
Okay.
that's, and once you check both of those,
right?
It will tell you whether or not it's in this room from here.
It just says you sense a concealed trap.
Then yes, there's one in that room. And if it does not say that over there, if it doesn't say that over here, then there's none in that room.
Yeah, it is.
Then yes. But other than that, I believe most of the rest will only be able to be found out by actually.
Yeah, finding him.
To confirm for the other people in here, yep, Osman already said yes, but we're going to pull the initial 3, which will get the slime to +2. Then healers will bring slimes in one by one until you get to +2, which should be another 2 slimes, so 5 slimes total. And then you're going to hold a 6th slime inside of your room. Other than that, let's get ready checks out. The rest of it is going to be mostly just by doing that you're going to learn. So put ready in yell chat, and once everyone is ready, I'm going to shout and tell there we go. Now we just wait. Red slimes are going to come down immediately. DPS, you'll want to stand outside of your rooms and drag the slimes out by hitting them once. Monks, be careful to not go into the rooms. And as a reminder, there will be a trap in the middle of the hallway somewhere. We're going to have to wait for it to be percepted before we can go past the middle. Let's go. Once again, stand on this rubble. Northwest tank, grab your slime. Get ready to draw red slimes out. Draw red slimes out. Northeast tank, check. Don't drag them into your room yet. Drag reds out. Southeast grab. That's weird. Southwest, please grab your slimes. Get reds out of the rooms. And healer free for all. Wait. Make sure to get reds out. Once you have 4 plus and are holding 1, please put 4 plus 1 for your room. Get reds out. Okay, that is all rooms 4 plus 1. Okay, commit. Once they start fusing, get ready to head out. Along the way, make sure to grab everything and run all the way to the northeast corner. Run all the way to the northeast corner. Okay, we did it. First try. Good job, Slime Side. A little bit smoother than last time. Welcome back, everyone.
Very nice first try. Yeah, if this were a reclear, we would still be on Slimes and Golems. We'd be reinstancing.
You're not wrong.
So, welcome to Trinity Seeker. This is the first real boss of Delubrum Reginae. As a reminder, I do boss relative callouts, so I will call things like to the front, to the back, to the left, and to the right. These are all based on the boss, these are not based on how you're facing, or the arena. For example, if the boss pointed swords towards 2, 3, then 1 and 4, I would tell you to go left, left, right, right. I will call this safe spot. Real quick, I do need a main tank volunteer. Can a main tank come up and jump towards me? Oswin, perfect. Oswin will be my main tank. If you are not Oswin, please turn off your stance. Only Oswin Carver should have their stance on. Again, if you are not Oswin Carver, please have your tank stance off. We do not want to rip aggro and kill people. Oswin, you know what to do as main tank. I do also need 2 other tanks. Please come jump on me. Knight Arcadia and Grace Elvet, you will be my 2 backup tanks. When I call for all the special tanks to get to the front, you 2 will go up there with Oswin. Otherwise, you're going to be behind the boss. You will still have your stance off. Other than that, this boss is fairly simple. The biggest difference is that the attacks are more combined, and that they are a lot faster. If you want to see how fast some of the mechanics get, there is a voice in Group Chat 3 that will show you some of the mechanics in action, specifically the Fourfold Mercy. As a reminder, in Delubrum Reginae Savage, we do ready checks by walking past the purple line, so once you're ready, please walk past the purple line. That is how I will know you're ready. If you have a question, please do not walk past the purple line. Please say something in yell chat or shout chat. The carbuncles will never be ready. Okay, perfect, we are all ready. I'm gonna do a 30-second countdown. Please at this time, use food. Make sure you have a re-raiser. I'll be pulling in 30 seconds. As a reminder, this boss does start off with a raid wide. So healers, you can get ready to pre-shield your parties. I'd say you can probably start pre-shielding now. This is a raid wipe. Please get ready to shield and mitigate for your parties. Up next is our first Fourfold Mercy. Once again, I call safe spots boss relative. Okay, we're going to be going double movement. We're going to be starting. We're going to go left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Move across. Move across once more. Dodge the ice, look away from 1. Dodge the ice, and get away from 3.
Raid failed.
Please mute your microphones. Get inside the boss's hitbox. The boss is phasing. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Okay, all special tanks get to the front. All special tanks get to the front. Mitigate. All tanks can get behind the boss. All tanks behind the boss. Everyone else can stay stacked up for chains. Go ahead and stack up for your chains. Remember, we are not moving until the icon appears above your head and goes away. Stay stacked up, do not move yet, don't move yet, break your chains and get knocked back into any barrier. Break your chains and get knocked back into a barrier. Get back in there and do some damage. We're about to have Ifrit dashes followed by a fourfold mercy, followed by a knockback or high. We're gonna get towards the middle of the arena. We're going to get to D. Run out towards D. Run out towards D, and we're gonna get knocked back into the barrier at 4. Run towards C, get knocked back into the barrier at 4. Barrier at 4, barrier at 4. Get back in there, do some damage. This is a raid wipe. Go ahead and heal and shield your parties. Everyone can go and stack up towards C. Stack up in front of C. Stack up in front of C. You don't have to run out towards C. Just stack up in front of it. Get back in there. Do some damage. Stay stacked up. Everyone stay stacked up. We're gonna get some clone line AoEs. Get ready to dodge some quick orange line. Get ready to dodge out of those now. And then get onto sand. Get onto the brown sand on the ground. Brown sand. Boss is gonna jump back middle. We're gonna have 2 more of those rings, but they're going to be Earthshakers. If you get an Earthshaker, that is a marker and a tether attached to you. You're going to run out of the party. Go to green brick, Earthshakers out. Green brick, Earthshakers out of the party. Next up, we're going to get to brown sand. Follow the boss, go to brown sand, Earthshakers out of the party. Dodge those line AoEs. And get ready for a raid wide. Go and shield and mitigate for your party. Shield and mitigate for your parties. Get away from the front and sides of the boss. Get to inner cardinals of the boss. Inner cardinals of the boss. Sorry about that, that was a late call. Can we pull the boss back center, please? Thank you. We're gonna have go and get to the middle of the arena. Get to the middle of the arena. We're gonna have a 3 dashes with a 4-fold mercy. We're going to get out towards 4. Get out towards 4. And we're going to go back, front of the boss. Back, front of the boss. We're gonna go back, front. Get to the front of the boss. We're gonna dodge the ice, look away from 4. Dodge the ice once more, and get away from 1. Go and stack up for chains. Stack up for chains. Break those chains, and then come back for a raid wide. There's that raid wide. Go and heal and shield for your parties. Please get away from the front of the boss. Point the boss towards A. Get away from the front of the boss. We're gonna have a rings with a 4-fold mercy. You're gonna have to do the left, right, or right, left dodge, but this time with rings. This is a double movement. We're gonna go front, back, front on the boss. On the green brick, get to green brick. Front, back, front on the boss. Cross over to brown sand. Get back to the front, brown sand. One more, get to green brick, and then get ready to dodge seasons. We're gonna dodge ice, we're gonna look away from 3, and then we're gonna dodge ice again, and get away from 4. Dodge that orange. Everyone can get towards the boss. We're going to have a raid wide. Go and get inside the boss's hitbox. Get inside the boss's hitbox now. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Healers, if you have LB3, use it now. Healers, use your LB3 now. We're going to get behind a barrier. Get behind a barrier. Oh wait, sorry, I am lying. That is way early. We're not doing that yet. We are going to get behind the barrier. Get behind the barrier at B, and we're going to do left, left, right, right of the clone. Left, left, right, right on the clone. Left, left, right, right on the clone. Left, left, and then right, right. Everyone stack up 4 chains. Stack up 4 chains. Break those chains, and then come back for a raid wide. Healers, if you have LB3, use it now. There is a raid wide. Go and heal people up. Shield people up. Heal and shield. We're gonna have a ring and then knockback or hide. Go and go towards a barrier. We're going to get knocked back into a barrier, but first... Get on brown sand. Get on brown sand now. Get on brown sand and then get knocked back into a barrier. Get knocked back into a barrier. Get back in there, do some damage. Go and stay stacked up. Stay stacked up. We're gonna have chains. Go and kill the boss. Just burn your damage. Kill the boss. Kill the boss. We're just gonna kill the boss. Nice job. Okay, we do have people dead. As a reminder, in DRS, if you are going to arise someone, please stand on the body when you are arising. Please do not walk ahead. Just grab your chest and stay at the front of the arena. Do not walk ahead. Once we have deaths resolved, we will walk towards Dahu's arena. We have another new duelist today, who will be progging the duel. They were a Preceptor. If you can come back towards the arena. Okay, here's what I need. If your name is Aurelia Mardun, Lucian Chevalier, Aka Diasomnia, or if you're an astrologian in their party, please come towards the duelist pad. That is straight in front of the arena. What you're going to do is Aurelia is going to give you a countdown. You can do /CD any amount of time, and then they will give you buffs at the end of that. You can use those buffs to make the duel a little bit easier. Akka, if you can come over here towards the dueling pad. You're going to use Cure 4 and any buffs you have for Aurelia, our duelist. With that said, everyone else can walk towards Dahu's arena. That is to the right. Please do not go forward, just go to the right, dodge the traps. Please do not approach Dahu's arena. Do not walk towards Dahu's arena, just stay back here towards the doorway. This countdown is not for us. This countdown is not for us. Do not walk towards Dahu. Do not look at Dahu. Dahu's a funny little crocodile man who we will be starting in just a moment. There's only one thing I need you guys to know about and make sure of. There is going to be a mechanic called Spit Flame. You're going to get limit cut markers you might get limit cut markers over your head. All you're going to do with that is you're going to go towards the markers 1, 2, 3, and 4 that correspond to your number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Once you get to that marker, you are going to find an ad. It's going to be a little lion guy that's doing line AoEs. You're going to stand on top of that ad and kill it with fire. Other than that, as a reminder, no one other than Oswin should have their senses on. Once you're ready, you can walk up towards the purple line. We're just waiting for our duelist to start the duel. You can start your duel whenever. You are not dependent on us. But with that said, we can go ahead and start Dahu. Also, whenever you're ready, you can pull. Most important thing, just dodge the bad. Get ready to dodge bad. There's going to be a lot of orange on the ground. Get out of the bad. Get out of the front of Dahu. Don't be in front of the Dahu. He's a mean linebacker. He's charging towards the south. Don't be in front of him. Run towards where he charged. He's doing a big conal attack. Please drag the Dahu back towards the center. There's gonna be lots of little line AoEs. In addition to the line AoEs, you're about to get your Spitfire markers. Take those Spitflame markers out. 1 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 3 to the 3, 4 to the 4. Find an ad near your number, kill it with fire. Dodge those orange line AoEs, and then you're gonna dodge that orange side AoE. And then you're gonna get knocked back towards one of the safe spots. Get knocked back towards a safe spot now. If you're a gamer, you can dodge it. I'm not gonna tell you how though, that's a trade secret. Get out of the conals. This is Dahu's gonna rotate around. You could stand towards the D and then follow the cones around. Once you've rotated twice, you're safe. That's opposite of the D. You can face the boss back north. In just a moment, we're gonna have our ad phase. I need 1 tank to get ready to provoke Dahu. If one of our tanks can provoke Dahu and hold aggro now, please group up all the ads, kill the ads. Oswin, use your mitt. Stack up and kill the ad. And Oswin can invoke back now. We're gonna have lots more AoEs in just a moment. Here come more AoEs. If you need to get hit, dodge. Just get hit by one thing. Take your spit flames out. 1 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 3 to the 3, 4 to the 4. Find an ad near your marker, kill it with fire. Excellent job to our duelists. Don't forget there's a trap outside. Tanks go to the south. Never mind. Excellent job. Grab your personal spoils. You can walk forward. Remember there is a trap outside of the arena, duelists. Don't die to that one. That'd be very sad. But congratulations on your duel clear. If they're down here, you can congratulate them as they come out from the duel pad. There they are. Congratulate them on their job well done. But if you want to power Honored Sacrifice, there are many melee DPS you can get that off of with Mimic. Probably many tanks as well, to be honest. Welcome to Queen's Guard. At this time, if you are out of any actions, please reapply them. You shouldn't be, but you might be, who knows. So, at this time, we're gonna start assigning tank roles. I need 1 tank on A, 1 tank on B. This is going to be our main tanks. Okay, perfect. Oswin and Elston can be our main tanks. Next up, I will need, who has a I will need one person with Dispel. Elston, do you have a Dispel in your holster? Okay, Elston, you will be our Dispeller as well as our main tank. Please slot Dispel now. You will be using that, on the ad you are tanking. And that is only during Night Warrior phase. Okay, perfect. Next up, we have our Reflect. At this time, refer to the image in Group Chat 3. Healers in each party can say 1 or 2. That will call out if you are doing Reflect 1 or Reflect 2. Please say that in party chat. Just say 1 or 2 in party chat. If you need to see where your spot 1 is, remember your party letter, and then which number you chose. A1 will go to A1, A2 will go to E2, so on and so forth for every party. If you need, you can place a flag marker on where your orb will spawn. If you need a more in-game visual of this, please refer to the GIF posted in Delubrum Group Chat 3, or sorry, the image. These are where the orbs will spawn for your reference. Please don't mark. Every party has 2 healers who are going to be doing 1 and 2, so we literally just don't have enough markers for that.
Sorry, I didn't realize that.
Yep. With that said, next up, healers, please make sure one of you has Steel Sting, one of you have Spellforge. You can slot that now. You won't be applying it until the start. If you need to know who to apply Steel Sting to, please refer to the image in Group Chat 3 once again. There are several jobs that do mixed damage, both physical and magical, and they will need both either Steel Sting or Spellforge, but they will start in one, and then if needed they will swap to the other. Yes, if you are a healer and you are dead at the start of the 3rd phase, I will ask you to say in Yell Chat, someone will cover it for you, I promise. It's better to know that someone is dead and be adjusting for it than to be surprised by a damage down. Next up is tank mechanics. I will need R-Sphere tanks in the north and south. That will be 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I would like a tank from ABC on 1 and 2, and I would like 2 tanks from DEF on 3 and 4. ABC go to 1 and 2, DF go to 3 and 4. We already have A and C, don't worry about A and C. Okay, perfect. MBO Harvey will be our south 2. William Drake will be our north, or will be our south 1. Grace Elvat will be our south 2, or sorry, our north 2. Knight Arcadia will be our north 1. What this means is once we enter the reflecting phase, that is the final phase of Queensguard, there's going to be an orb that spawns north, an orb that spawns south. I will ask Alliances ABC to go north, Alliances DEF to go south, and the 1 tanks will pick up the first orb, the 2 tanks will pick up the second orb. Are there any questions about your job as tanks here? If not, then that is perfect. Main tanks will do turrets. That's fine that both sea tanks are there. That is perfectly fine. As a reminder, for the turrets, I will be having the main tanks for the gunner and the soldier take them. So once the turrets spawn, I will tell main tanks to provoke the turrets and build aggro on those. I will tell all DPS to focus their damage on them. Okay. At this point, I'm going to ask if you are any of the RS Sphere tanks or the main tanks, please have your stance on. If you are not one of those tanks, please turn off your stance. Once you're ready, please step across the purple line. Let me set out my Queen's Guard markers. And for our RS Sphere tanks, that is the ones marked with Bind and Ignore. What you will be doing is you will be having stance on, and you're going to focus down one of the 4 enemies, and you're just going to build aggro on it. And as soon as all 4 disappear, you're going to turn off your stances for our main tanks to take over. Are there any questions about that part? That is simply so our duelist does not take aggro. We don't want them dying to auto attacks. Okay, let me check if everyone's across the purple line. Thin Mint, are you ready? Perfect. I believe that is everyone across the purple line. At this time, healers, again, make sure you have Steel and Spell equipped. No, I really don't want them taking aggro with, Lost Slash. Healers can start applying Steel and Spell now. Remember, all casters need Steel, all physical need a Spell. This is going to start with 2 Raid Whites, so once you're done applying those, please start applying shields. Go and check your food. Make sure you have food active. And tanks start grabbing aggro. Here comes our first Raid White. We're gonna have one more Raid White. There's that Raid White. Okay, tanks, check your stances. Only main tanks should have stances on at this time. Warrior to the wall, knight to the center. Warrior to the wall, knight to the center. Warrior to the wall, knight to the center. We're going to click off yellow, apply purple. Click off your yellow debuffs, apply your purple debuffs to your special boys. We're going to start our first mechanic. Our bomb tethers. We're going to be resolving this on the outside of the arena. Check and see if you have a tether. If you have a tether, you're going to go to small. Everyone else can go to large. Sorry, tethers to large, rest to small, tethers to large, rest to small, outside of the arena. Tethers to large, rest to small, outside of the arena. If you fall before your bomb, please walk where one just landed. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Please dispel the warrior now. Dispel that debuff. And then get ready to heal and shield. Heal and shield your parties. A little bit more damage on the knight, please. Please focus your damage on the queen's knight. Check and see if you have a tether. Check and see now if you have a tether. Tethers will go to green, rest will go to purple. Tethers to green, rest to purple. Get ready to go in towards the knight, go in towards the knight, and stay in towards D, stay in towards D, stay in towards D. Get back to damaging. Dispel the warrior, please. Dispel the warrior. And then heal and shield the raid wide. Yeah, let's focus damage on the warrior, please. Focus your damage on the warrior. There's gonna be a tank buster. It's not gonna do that much. And here comes our steal and spell check once again. We're going to click off purple, apply yellow. Click off purple, apply yellow. Click off purple, apply yellow. Yep, focus a little more damage on knight, but keep it a little more equal. Go ahead and check to see if you have a tether. We're going to be resolving this on the inside of the arena. Check and see if you have a tether. Tethers are going to go to large, rest are going to go to small. Get knocked back towards A or 2. Get knocked back towards A or 2. Tethers to small, tethers to large, rest to small. I don't know what I said there, but it's probably wrong. Kill the Queen's Knight, please. Kill the Queen's Knight, please. Perfect, here comes our next set. Mage tanks get ready to pick up the soldier gunner. Soldier to the wall, gunner to the center. Healers, you can swap to reflect, get rid of Steel Sting and Spellforge. Here comes our first mechanic. These balls of fire are gonna turn into hoppy little friends. We're going to run towards C. Go towards C. Go towards C. Go towards C. Point your gap to the gunner in the center. Gap towards the gunner in the center. Gap to the gunner in the center. And then gap towards a turret you're aligned with. Gap to a turret you're aligned with. Back in. Please gap close if you are a main tank. There's going to be a raid wide coming up in just a moment. Here comes that raid wide. Next up, we're going to have the turrets mechanic. Main tanks are going to grab aggro on their turrets. All DPS should focus on the turrets. Turrets are spawning now. Tanks get ready to pick up aggro. Tanks pick up aggro. Focus damage on the turrets. Focus all damage on the turrets. Please invuln now. Main tanks invuln now. Tank, please pick up the gunner. Tank, please pick up the gunner. Focus damage on the turrets. Need a tank to pick up the gunner. Focus a little more damage on the soldier, please. A little more damage on the soldier. Sheath your weapons. Stand still. Do absolutely nothing. Get back in. Do some more damage. Next up, we're gonna have the clones mechanic. We can equal out our damage. Equal out your damage. Equal out damage. Okay. BNC are unsafe. Okay, we're gonna go towards 3. Run towards 3. Point your gap to the gunner in the center. Gap to the gunner in the center. And then gap to a turret you're aligned with. Get back in there, do some damage. Focus a little more on the soldier, please. We're gonna have a raid wide followed by a tank buster. Healers, if you have LB3, use it now. We're gonna have a tank buster. Healers, make sure you have reflect slotted. Everyone should be up at this point. Perfect. Okay, Slimes North, Golem South. Slimes North, Golem South, healers to your reflect spots. Tanks get ready to pick up Aura Spears. Aura Spear 1 tanks, pick up the Aura Spears. Focus all damage on the Aura Spears DPS. Do not hit the shields, focus damage on the Aura Spears. Tanks, if you get a mark above your heads, please use Invuln. Please reflect the Spiritual Spheres. And now you can turn your damage to the Ethereal Wards. Respect Coat of Arms, don't read GCDs, don't get yourself killed. Aura Spheres are spawning in just a moment. Get ready to turn your damage back to the Aura Spheres. Damage back to Aura Spheres. Tanks, pick up your Aura Spheres, damage on Aura Spheres. Please pick up any missed reflects. Tanks, invuln the Aura Spheres. Focus all damage on the Ethereal Wards. We need big damage here. Big damage on the Ethereal Wards. Big damage on Ethereal Wards. Any damage you have, use it now. Respect Coat of Arms. Just one last one. Focus your damage. Big damage. Any damage you have. Very good job. We only have a couple more bodies. Please do not walk ahead as there... Please do not walk ahead. Please do not walk ahead yet. Let's go ahead and res these bodies. Healers, get ready to res these bodies. Go and stand on top if you're a healer rising. The invuln is in fact for Spite Check. There's going to be a marker above your head. And that is from Spite Check. Okay, very good job on Queen's Guard. All things considered. Do we have someone who's willing to res Grace? Okay, now that everyone is being arised at least, make sure you grab your personal loot. We do have 2 chests, thanks to our duelists. Absolutely not. Rain has banished, so we're gonna be fine.
Excuse me, wait, what?
You have banished.
I do not.
Oh,
I do
well,
not.
good thing I also have banished.
First try, look at that, first try, sorry.
Nice job, Liam. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go down to Phantom's Arena.
I didn't realize that. I'm sorry.
I did in fact assign you to banish, but I also have one, just because I knew this was gonna happen. So yeah, welcome to Phantom. Oswin will be our main tank. If you are not Oswin Carver, please turn off your stance now. Phantom is very basic. It's just gonna have a couple raid wides, and we're gonna go to the marker I call. It's that easy. If you don't have one active right now, please use a re-raiser. We will not need either shield right now. Oswin, please wait until everyone is across the purple line, actually. Everyone, once you're ready, please walk across the purple line. If you're out of re-raise, I have a few to give away, after Phantom. Yeah, I will have a re-raise for other people as soon as we get to Trinity Avowed. But if you have one right now, please use re-raise. Or pop a re-raiser. And once you are ready, please cross the purple line. Just waiting on Akka and Thinman. Once you two are ready. Okay, perfect. Oswin, you can pull whenever. Oh, a countdown. Fancy. Okay. This boss will start out with a raid wide. So healers, go ahead and pre-shield your parties. Next up, I will be telling you if we're going to A or D. If we're going to go to A, very good guesswork. Stand on the A marker. We're going to be following the AoEs down to 1. Remember to follow these AoEs, don't greet GCDs, don't walk into the wall at the end. Just keep following the dots on the ground. Make sure you stop on the 1 marker. Don't go into the wall. Now cross over to 2. Stay here on 2. And we can actually go back to 1. We can go back to 1. And we're just gonna stand here for a couple pulses. We're gonna wait for the big square to the right of us to pulse 3 times, and then we're gonna walk back over. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. You can walk back over to 2. We're gonna wait for 3 pulses on 1 and do the same thing. 1, 2, and you can cross over. I miscounted. The boss is going to jump back middle, and we're going to have our ads phase. They're going to be white ghosts that need to be healed, and red ghosts that need to be damaged. Healers heal the white ghosts, DPS kill the red ghosts. Don't use all your bennies on the same ghost. If you're a paladin, you can swap sides and start healing the ghosts. And you know, I'm not complaining if a couple glares get thrown, you know. Remember, once the boss comes back, please interrupt this cast. Please interrupt this cast. This would be the funniest and saddest way to end this run. Focus your damage on the Bojan Phantom. We don't want to see any more of this boss because I don't know how to call it. And that kind of isn't even a joke.
You know who does know how to?
Well, you do now. Please do not walk ahead. There are traps ahead. Please don't walk ahead. There are traps ahead. At this time, I need my second sweep. That will be Mika Zahard. You'll be percepting this part.
Oh shit. I don't have...
Okay, that's fine. I also have Percept. Don't you worry.
The traps are already popped.
Thanks, my head was dispelled.
Okay, we're gonna head down. Please be careful down this flight of stairs. There is another set of traps at the end of the stairs. You're going to dodge all traps. Please don't pop any of them being funny. Because if we do clear Trinity Avowed, we will need some of these traps. There you go. All traps are found. Dodge the traps and walk down to Trinity Avowed. This is where we're going to take our first break. We kind of speed ran our way here. It's only been an hour and we're already at TA. That's very nice. At this time, if you need to go use the bathroom, get a drink of water, we're going to take a 10-minute break. So please be back at 16 after the hour.
Opal, I've been hearing that the entire time. It's been driving me insane.
I have my crimes off right now. I don't know how you can hear it.
You do not.
I do.
You do not.
I will literally send you an image. I have my crimes disabled.
I'll send you a different image.
Yeah, go and take your 10-minute break. Go get a drink of water. I will say, however, if you are still here, please make sure you wiggle around before you leave, as there is a 10-minute AFK timer.
please do not get AFK kicked. If you get AFK kicked, this boss will be scaled to the amount of people we had when it spawned, not how many people will be going in after.
Wait, these are the wrong TA markers. There's the correct ones. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Why are they in the ground?
TA.
They're back in the mine. Got their
So-
pickaxe swinging from side to side. Side to side.
Is there a floor under it or something?
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, if
I
you
honestly have no clue how these happened.
legally.
Bug.
Flaccid markers.
Yeah, but if you actually look, this is actually like a stage. There is technically a ground floor. So if we clear Tornado out, there will be a need for Dispel, but not every tank needs it, so you can go ahead and swap out of it to Ether Shield. I'll talk more about that when we get back. I actually need to get up for a minute too, so yeah, make sure you wiggle around, don't get AFK kicked. Yeah.
You know, despite not having Banish, I do have Dispel. So if need be, we'll have a healer be the one to dispel on Stig.
I have. Okay, my actions run out, but I'm wondering, do I need Dispel here or no?
No, not at all. There's only one other. There's one other thing that will need Dispel, and we have to beat TA before we can get there. Anyways,
So, is it Queen?
no. There's one more mini boss that we have to do before Queen. But that likely won't. My guess is we'll be on TA for the rest of the night.
Gotcha. So I'm just gonna get the others.
If we managed to get the queen, that'd be awesome.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
If we get past TA, I will be heavily surprised. Mostly because TA is possibly the most personal responsibility intensive fight. What I mean by this is during the fight, there's a mechanic that we usually call swords. TA is going to go untargetable and is going to stand, and there will be 3 clones of TA that appear around that area where you see the 1, 2, 3, and 4 are. Also, these markers are absolutely cursed. Do I have TA markers actually that I can actually use to show this better? No.
Some of them just went in the air.
Yeah, I don't have actual TA markers. Oh gosh, why do I not have these?
Oh.
Okay, thank you for whoever did that. If you look up there, you'll see a square of 1, 2, 3, and 4. What will happen is that at the midpoints of the square that's formed there will be clones of TA that spawn. TA is going to cleave 3 of the 4 squares, but that's not important. One of these squares will be a safe spot, and you'll use that to resolve the mechanic. I'm just doing a preemptive explanation. Feel free to tune out. This is not actual explanations. Opalt will do that once she gets back. All that you really need to know is that there will be one safe square Opalt will call out, and you're going to want to get to a cardinal of that square, not a cardinal of the arena, a cardinal of the square. This will be to resolve an elemental debuff that you get. If you get, so say you get one fire that you're going to need to resolve, you're going to want to get hit by a square cleaved by the 1 ice TA clone. There's going to be 1 cardinal from that square that you'll actually want to stand on. you can stand anywhere in that cardinal, but if you stand somewhere that is outside of that cardinal, you will die.
Okay, I am back. Again, please remember to wiggle around. We don't want anyone getting AFK kicked. If I open the adventure list and see 47 out of 48, I'll be very sad. So, go ahead and wiggle around. Don't get AFK kicked. I will be even more sad if 46 out of 48, or anything below that, honestly. I'll be concerned about 49 out of 48.
Will I be using Lost Rend here?
Yes, you'll be using. You should be using Lost Rend on every boss.
Perfect.
Do you want to be first Lost Rend or second Lost Rend?
I'll be second. Just tell me when to pop it, so it doesn't overlap.
If you want to be second, then if you don't want to be told when to pop it, you should be first.
You got it.
Yeah.
Well, when you use it is, if you're second Rend, you just use it after the first one is about to go away.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's literally all you have to do. Just watch for it to be about to go away.
Every time the cooldown, every time it's off cooldown, just pop it.
After the first one.
After the first one, it won't always be off cooldown. Sometimes the other person will take a second to reapply it.
Yeah.
So you might have to delay yours.
I'm cool with being either first or second.
Okay.
How about you be first? Because Calypso was second last week, so she can just keep being second.
My first time running Ren, so doesn't matter to me.
Go for it.
Sweet.
Okay. Party leaders, go ahead and do ready checks to see who is back. If there are people who are not back, just let me know, and we can pause for a second. Honestly, all I care about is that the Proggers are back. I don't care about any vets who are AFK, quite honestly. They don't really need to hear explanations, hopefully.
Can I hear explanations, Opal?
No, deafen yourself now.
Fine.
Will, is the person... if you can just say if the person who's AFK is a vet, then... Okay, no, they're a Progger. So we're just gonna wait, Okay, D is back, E is back, F is back, A is waiting on 1, B and C, how are you guys doing? Party C and B, are you guys... Okay, perfect. B is ready. Sorry, I missed the, B. Once I hear about Party C,
they're still not back.
he is missing a vet, that's fine. As soon as the player in A is back, I'll start explanations. I don't want any proggers to miss it.
How long has it been again? Oh,
It
they're
has
back.
been... Okay, perfect, they're back. It has been 10 minutes, so now is exactly when I expect everyone to be back. Okay, everyone who needs to hear explanations is back. Perfect. So at this time, all main tanks should have Ether Shield equipped. All off tanks, unless you know what you're doing, you need to have Ether Shield equipped. If you don't know why you wouldn't have Ether Shield equipped, equip Ether Shield. TA is mostly a fight around individual mechanics. There's a lot I cannot help you with. The most I can do is guide you. This is where the studying I asked you guys to do will really come in handy. At the start, there's going to be a shared tank muster, so I will ask all tanks to head to the front. And after that, there is going to be a raid wide. I will need all tanks all main tanks to use Ether Shield at that time. Every single raid wight in this fight needs to be mitigated with Ether Shield. In addition, this is where you need to start using Shell. Every single player needs Shell. In addition, all tanks will need Protect. All tanks need Protect. All players need Shell. If you know why you wouldn't need Shell, you can, click it off, but if you don't know why you wouldn't need Shell, do not touch Shell, just leave it on.
Sorry, I completely zoned out. Who's getting shell?
Every single player needs Shell, every tank needs Protect. Only the tanks need Protect, everyone needs Shell. So at this time, please go ahead and give out your Shell and Protect. Okay, I'm gonna start posting some images that will help you in Trinity Avowed. First up is this table of brands. TA is going to give you elemental brands just like in normal mode. These are going to need to be resolved using the different elemental mechanics that they will do. In addition, there is going to be a new feature other than just your hot and cold called elemental brands. These elemental brands are going to apply after the hot and cold mechanics are resolved. In order to resolve these, you need to get yourself to the temperature opposite of them. For example, if you are at Fire 1 and you have a Fire 1 brand, you need to get yourself to Ice 1. There's a handy table in Delubrum Group Chat 3 that will show you what temperature you need, depending on which buffs and debuffs you have. In addition, this fight has quick marches. If you look on the ground, you can see that there are tiles. This quick march is going to take you 2 tiles. In order to resolve these quick marches, please place yourself 2 tiles away from where you need to go. As a reminder, using something like Sprint will change how far you go. It will make you go further. Do not use Sprint for these mechanics. Ninjas will go a little bit further, but it shouldn't matter that much.
Can I interrupt?
Yes, go for it.
When you say 2 tiles, do you mean if I were to start here, I'd go here into here?
Yes, you would go 2
Okay,
tiles in length. So if you are at like B and you quick march towards the middle, then you would end up right in the middle. This encounter is why Impetus is banned. Using Impetus here will make people run into the walls. It is an action you should never bring. If you bring Impetus to a DRS run, you will likely not just be banned for that host, but also other hosts. In addition, there are other helpful images. For swords, this is a top-down example. Yeah, CEM will ban you off the server. I know the hosts on like Cafe will just never put you on their roster again. I don't know what PP does. I don't know what like Lego or ABBA do. Yeah, if you need a visual example of what happens during swords, there's a short video in Group Chat 3. Oh, that's the GIF version. Perfect. I literally just downloaded this off Imgur, so... But yeah, this is mostly a personal fight. This is also arguably the hardest fight in the encounter, especially to learn. There are many vets who will call it the easiest because once you get it down, it's kind of second nature. But this is definitely the hardest to learn. It's the biggest wall, especially because there is not much I can do to help you. Yes, I will also call normal inverted for arrow. For arrow, there are 2 patterns the pipes will always be, either normal or inverted. I will be calling if it is normal or inverted to the best of my abilities. But if you do not want to resolve it that way, you can just trace your fingers down the pipes, as every arrow will take every turn. Okay. Other than that, there are several mechanics, but the majority of this fight is simply resolving your hot and cold as you avoid the unsafe spots. I will call out the unsafe spots, so what it mostly comes down to is you resolving your temperatures. These are personal mechanics. I cannot solve them for you. Outside of that, tanks will just need to either shield the raid wides and share the tank busters. At this time, please make sure you have actions equipped. Please make sure you have a re-raiser active. If you do not have a re-raiser, please come jump on Opal Jade. I have 6 to give away. Here's 1. Here's 2. Once you have a re-raiser, please go back towards the party. Again, if you do not have a re-raiser, please come jump on Opal Jade. I have 2 more I can give away. Does anyone else need a re-raiser? Okay, no one else needs a re-raiser. That is perfect. I see 1 person without a re-raiser. Please come back and get a re-raiser. If you do not have a re-raiser, please come get one.
What, sorry?
If you do not have a re-raiser active currently, please come back. Get one from me. Please step back and jump on Opal Jade. Looking around to see. Party leaders, please check your parties, make sure everyone has a re-raiser equipped. If they don't, send them back to me. Otherwise, once you're ready, you can step across the purple line. Celine doesn't get one. If the fairy dies, it dies. Once you're ready, please step across the purple line. As a reminder, our main tank is Oswin. Oswin will be our main tank. If you're not Oswin, you should not have your stance on. Okay, it seems everyone is ready. Our goal here is mostly just to see mechanics and make it to the end. I'm not expecting to clear, however, if we do clear Trinity Avowed, I will be very happy. It's very possible we do clear. Just focus on staying alive, don't worry about your damage. Everyone is across the purple line. I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. Again, make sure all tanks should have Ether Shield equipped. Main tanks will be using it. This fight will have a raid wipe pretty soon into it. Remember, no one other than Oswin should have their tank stances on. All tanks will start by going to the front of the boss. Go ahead and pre-shield your parties now. And you can step up to C. All tanks should go to the front of the boss right now. All tanks to the front, please mitigate. And everyone get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Ether Shield and mitigate this raid wide. Ether Shield and mitigate. Okay, we're gonna start having our weapon swaps. We're going to get out. Everyone get out. Everyone get away from the boss. Get away from the boss now. Get back in towards the boss. And now we are going to get to the back of the boss. Get to the back of the boss. And now everyone get to the front of the boss. Get to the front of the boss. We will be starting in Swords phase. Everyone to the front. We'll be starting in Swords phase. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get your hot or your cold. The boss is about to go untargetable, so don't pop anything too big. Here's your hot and your cold. You're going to resolve this by getting hit by the swords. I'm gonna call the safe spot. You're gonna get to a cardinal of the safe spot. Do not be inner cardinal of the safe spot. Our first safe spot is 4. Safe spot is 4. Get to 4 or a cardinal of 4. I lied to you. I am so sorry to everyone. Our next safe spot is actually 3. Actually, 3 is our safe spot. If you died, please pop up Re-Razor. All tanks, please Ether Shield and Mitigate. Ether Shield and Mitigate. I am sorry about the wrong call. Ether Shield and Mitigate. Heal everyone up. All range can go in pre-position away from the boss. Get out. All melees can get out now. All melee out now. Get back in and do some damage. You're gonna get your hot and your cold. Everyone can go towards the middle for the proximity attacks that are going to come out. Everyone to the middle of the arena. You're going to get force march towards the meteor that resolved your hot and cold debuff. Everyone can stack in the center. And you're going to get force march towards the meteor that resolves your hot and cold debuff. Do not read GCDs, it isn't worth it. All tanks get ready to Ether Shield and Mitigate. All tanks get ready to Ether Shield and Mitigate. Ether Shield and Mitigate, please. And heal up your parties. Everyone can go south of 3. Get south of 3. Be south of 3. South of 3 is safe. At this time, all tanks, if both your healers are dead, please go ahead and sacrifice them. You're going to get your quick march. All tanks can go to the front. All tanks to the front. All tanks to the front. Mitigate this tank buster. We're going to get quick march towards D or B. I'll call which is safe. We're going to get quick march towards D. Get quick march to D. Get quick march to D. Quick march to D. Do not run over there. If you see someone die in the fire, you can rescue them after they re-raise. You're gonna get your hot and your cold, and you're gonna have to follow the pipe game. This is an inverted pattern. This is inverted pattern. You're gonna walk to where the arrow that is resolving your debuff will be. Remember, if you die, pop a Re-Razor. Tanks, get ready to Ether Shield and Mitigate for your parties. Tanks, Ether Shield and Mitigate. Ether Shield and Mitigate. Please face the boss towards the party. Face the boss towards the party. Everyone get in front of the boss. Get in front of the boss. Look the boss in the eyes. The boss is about to go untargetable, so don't use anything you aren't ready to lose. Healers, if you're both dead, please mark yourselves. The boss is about to go untargetable. I will call the safe square. You're gonna get your hot and your cold. You're gonna get your elemental brand. You're gonna add those together, and you're gonna need to get the opposite of your elemental brand. Our first safe spot is 3. Our first safe spot is 3. 3 is the first safe spot. Get to 3 or a cardinal of 3. You might need to get hit twice, but not at the same time. Our next safe spot is 2. Get to 2. 2 is our next safe spot. Get to 2. If you die, and re-raise. Pop another re-raiser. Tanks get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Tanks, Ether Shield and mitigate. Healers, if both of you are down, please mark yourself. Off tanks, be ready to sacrifice your healers. We almost have LB3. Please get to the south of 3. Get out, get out, get all the way out. Get away from the boss. Go and stand in the center of the arena. Stand at the center of the arena, you're gonna get your hot and cold, and you're gonna get an elemental brand. You're gonna walk yourself towards the meteor that resolves your debuff. Healers, do not LB3 now. Do not use LB3. Stand in the middle for these proximity markers. Walk yourself towards the meteor that resolves your debuff and get out of the way of the clone light AoEs. Walk back. Tanks, if you can. Tanks, get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Healers, please use LB3. Tanks, please sacrifice for your healers if they are both down. Please use healer LB3 now. Healer LB3 now. Tanks, please sacrifice for your healers if they are down. Get to the south of 3. Get to the south of 3. Get behind the boss. Get to the south of 3. You're gonna have clone light AoEs. Dodge the clone light AoEs. Dodge the clone light AoEs. Get to the sides of the boss. Get to the sides of the boss. And then run towards D. Sides of the boss, run towards D. Press sprint, run towards D. If you die in the fire and re-raise, you can get rescued. Do not press any buttons. You're gonna get your hot and your cold. And then you're gonna get your elemental brand. You're gonna add these together. You're gonna need to get to the opposite of your elemental brand. Now you're gonna get a quick march. You're gonna quick march yourself to the arrow that will resolve your debuff. This is a normal pattern. This is normal pattern. This is normal pattern. Quick march yourself to the arrow that resolves your debuff. Tanks, get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Tanks, get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Tanks, Ether Shield and mitigate. Please point this towards the wall. Please point this towards the wall. Invuln. Point this towards the wall. Invuln. Excellent job. Unfortunately, we are not going to beat a 17% enrage on this pull. That is very good though. That is way higher than I would have expected. Unfortunately, we're about to have enrage. There it is. Wow, we're all dead. Very good job. That is very impressive. 17% on a prog pull is very good.
I see what you mean by that possibly being the easiest, because it is just a lot of like simple personal responsibility.
Yep, once you figure out, it is the hardest to learn, and once you are very good at it, it is the easiest.
It wasn't bad at all, yeah.
Do not be discouraged. It is fine. I expect us to die today, and so it is perfectly fine that we do. We're gonna take a couple minutes break, and then we're gonna go back in. Make sure you have your actions and be back at 40 pass.
My gosh, people were eating up arises left and right.
Most of Party F was down. Literally most of Party F was down, like starting at Swords 2, so...
I was out of arises going into the trash before TA.
Yeah, excellent job everyone. That is very impressive. We can go back in. You've seen it. It's not so intimidating now that you have seen it. We're gonna go back in, refreshed, ready, and we're gonna try and clear it.
I feel very confident.
Yeah.
So am I.
I should have said something on the first swords. I was looking at it, I was processing it in my head. It's just I just couldn't like think.
Yeah, it happened.
Right back. Need to double check the wood stove.
my safe spot, based on what Ofault said, happened to be the actual normal safe spot, so it was very anticlimactic. But then I looked over and half the raid was dead.
Yeah, I pulled a rare. It's unfortunate. So Grace, as far as Blood Rage goes, it is an advanced action, not just because of the execution, but also because it requires an advanced knowledge of the encounter as far as when you can use it safely. I do not recommend anyone who is progging to bring Blood Rage. There's a very good chance if you do it wrong, you will just end up dead on the ground doing 0 DPS. With that said, I cannot stop you from bringing it, but I would heavily recommend you not bring it. Ash, I would also prefer you not do it. I'm not gonna assign you like bubble or anything. And I just don't recommend it in the slightest because it's a lot of babysitting I don't want to necessarily put on people.
Question, Opal.
Yes.
Can a DPS, if I have extra slots, also bring a Lost Sacrifice just in case neither of my tanks had it?
Okay, so the reason why tanks bring it is not because it's just to get healers up, but also because tanks have a chance to not get the Doom if they use it. That is why tanks specifically use it.
Tracking. I'm just saying on the off chance, like I have extra slots right now.
Okay, yeah, I don't recommend it. If you want to bring something to help other people who die, bring Lost Re-Raises to cast on people or yourself, potentially.
Sounds good.
Actually, now that I think about it, do I have room for a Lost Re-Raise? Let's see. No.
Fight, we just have to do as much damage as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
That enrage is never going to be solely because of one person. There is like mistakes everyone individually can make, but it is never individually just because of you. Whether we clear TA or not is just whether a critical mass of people figure out the mechanics in time. As much as like you can get a 1% rage and like the duelist can say it's because they were dead and the flare star can say it's because they were dead, ultimately it is a group effort and it is never just one person. Also, if you want these shell 2s, get out of your holster.
Opals, I'd like to give a quick little tip eventually, if possible. I noticed a mistake during the staff phase. Do not raise people when Avowed is casting the staff, because there's not going to be any safe spot for the people you raise. And I saw a healer was picked up and I'm pretty sure they died, so avoid doing this, please.
Yeah, that is something I did forget to mention, but yeah, never raise during staff phase as there is no safe spot. Generally do not raise during temperature mechanics as it can make it much more challenging for the person being raised. Especially do not LB3. But never raise during staff phase especially. Raise between phases there is sufficient time to get an LB3 off or an Arise off.
My question is, why are they so greedy? Oh my gosh, I went through I think like 6 Arise plates in TA alone. Trying to get
10%. The chance is 10% of success, so it's very low.
Okay, I'm gonna go and do a ready check. At this time, if you are back, please say yes to the ready check. Go to your Lost Finds cache and make sure you have your preload set that should have a Pure Essence, a Re-Raiser, and your 2 actions. We will be reslotting actions to make sure we have full charges.
Wait, what am I party members DC'd again?
Okay, as soon as they're back, we will,
I'll use this time to appraise.
Make sure you have sufficient actions, make sure you have Pure Essences, make sure you have Re-Raiser.
I could never get the hang of the mechanic even on normal.
Okay, so the ladders. There are only ever 2 patterns on the bow phase. It is either going to be normal pattern or inverted pattern. There's a graphic in Delubrum Group Chat 3 that I will now repost. And you can simply follow. The 1 will go to the 1, the 2 will go to the 2, 3 to the 3, 4 to the 4, 5 to the 5. You can use that as a way to figure out where your arrow is going to go. I've never used it. I've always just traced where the arrow is going to go, but that is a way some people solve it, and I will not say that is a bad way to solve it.
A is ready now.
Okay. I'm gonna run another ready check. Again, once you're here, please say yes to the ready check if you're here.
Oh, I feel bad for everyone now. Everyone has to listen to my voice again on slimes.
At least we got the hang of it.
It's okay. It's not a bad voice.
As soon as the one in C is ready, we will commence, and then we'll start commence prog.
Oh, there you go.
It's already insane progress.
Yeah, this is very good prog, and I'm just gonna throw out a quick reminder. I was gonna wait till the end for this, but I think this is a good time. This is not a hard set in stone static. I'm going to keep doing this. If we don't clear this week, then I'll do another next week, where the goal is to clear. But you are not committed to be here. If you want to go clear elsewhere, there are other servers that have re-clears. You have seen Trinity Avowed and Rage, which means you are now able to join most re-clears on other servers. If you're interested, you can sign up for those.
Does that also mean that the fresh proggers are Trinity Avowed proggers?
Yes, if you've seen Trinity Avowed and Rage, you are a Trinity Avowed and Rage progger. Most re-clears allow you to sign up if you've seen Trinity Avowed and Rage, within reason. Like, no, they might not allow a 50% Trinity Avowed and Rage, but like
70% is more than enough.
yeah, that was like a 17% in Rage. So if you are interested in just clearing, you just want to be done, you want to get your dog, there are many other servers that do re-clears that will accept you.
Is
However,
the last fight really so easy that if you've seen Rage on Trinity Avowed, you're good?
So there are 2 more encounters. It is not easy to solve, however, it is something the caller can solve for you in its entirety.
Wow.
Assuming the calls are correct, you can go into Queen completely blind and be perfectly fine. There's also a mini-boss you have to do, and that is a tank check. So
Cool.
generally, as long as you are, yeah, even if we don't clear tonight, I will still post a run for next week with the goal of clearing.
Awesome.
It will probably be labeled as a re-clear, and my goal will be to teach mimic chaining as well.
Oh no, the mimic chainers are going to be released.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing?
So mimic chaining is a way that you do really high damage, and you it's if you've done BA, it's like DE chaining except for everyone. You light your guild on fire and you throw it at the enemy and burn them down with it.
It's like DE chaining, except it's not DE chaining because you don't take damage.
Yeah. I will teach more about it. I do not allow it on proc cycles because it's very easy to just kill the bosses without learning how to actually do them. If you excellence chain. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try and commence once again.
It is also possibly one of the most expensive things in here to do.
Yeah. Funny story. There is out of cafe a weekly DR in that is starting where there's going to be mimic chaining, blood rage chaining, all that, and the goal is just to do as much damage as possible. I was very excited for this coming week too.
Are we going to skip something like Rider Athlete or something?
So you know how long DRN normally takes? Yeah, we cleared every boss except for Queensguard in 1 minute.
Yeah, we had some really low kill times. Yeah, okay. Please pop your pure essence. Please use your re-raiser. Please use a new set of actions. You will need the full charges. Once you have those things equipped, you can go to the cache. Go ahead and load in your full run holster, and then go back to your party's waymark. It is very easy to forget to load up your stuff and drop down without like a re-raise or pure essence on, or just without your actions. Who here would do that? Yeah, once you have your pure essence activated, your re-raiser equipped, and your actions loaded up, please come back to your party's marker. Please make sure your Lost Finds holster is full. That should be 99 for everyone who has done the quest and is max level. Also, yeah, Trinity Seeker is very cursed on re-clears because it has the different forms are HP based, so sometimes you will have cases where like it is almost low enough HP to skip to the next phase.
Oh, somebody just jumped into the left.
Did someone drop down?
I think I could have sworn I saw someone just booked a portal.
If they did, that's fine. Just go ahead and ready check. Once your party is ready, yeah, Oswin, you know what you're doing. It's fine.
Of course it's Oswin.
Oh, I trust him anyway.
Once your party is ready, please put it in yell chat. C is ready, B is ready, A is ready, E is ready, D is ready, F is ready. All parties are ready. Please go ahead and drop down. Wait, real quick. F party, please do not drop down. F party, do not drop down.
Oh, Paul, this time I do have Banish. You don't need to bring it.
Okay, I'll bring an extra re-raise then.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, I will have lots of re-raises for people, so if you die, don't worry, it happens.
Are we gonna do same calls or split?
We're gonna split. F party can drop down now. Please make sure your holster is full before dropping down. Make sure you have all your necessary actions. I have 4 lost re-raises to give out, by the way, so... Okay, with that said, if you are looking at the golem side, that is parties D and F, please drop down 1 voice channel.
We're all lucky here. We have southeast, southwest. Anyways, welcome back, everyone. I'm sorry that you have to listen to me again, but just as a reminder, A party, you'll be on the As a reminder, red slimes will be falling down. DPS, your job is only to pull out red slimes and kill the, whatever the heck they're called, Boston soldiers. Tanks, as a reminder, have stance on. If tanks will be taking the slimes from the middle into their rooms. Yes, there are only 3 traps per side. So if you find a trap, it's why we check to see if there are any south. Because if there's one south, or two south, we know that there's only one or no traps north. And if we find both of the traps south, that sucks because both of them are north. I guess it matters more for Golem side. Anyways, feel free to get ready checks out. And tell me when you all are ready. And I'll put it in shout. Ready. Where is the C? I'm just waiting on C now. You have like 5, 6, 7 leaders over there. How are you not ready? Okay, that's everyone ready. What the heck happened over here with these markers? Screw it. Get rid of that. Okay. Y'all remember what to do? I'm just gonna do that. Northwest tank, you'll want to get ready. We'll be percepting the hallway first. Stand at the rubble to percept. And, yep. So we'll wait for the trap to be percepted. Northwest tank, grab your slimes. Northwest is free of all stuff. And get red slimes out. Get red slimes out. Northeast tank, get ready. Northeast tank, grab your slimes. Northeast tank, grab your slime. Southeast tank, get ready. Southeast tank, grab your slimes. Southeast tank, grab your slimes. Get reds out. Get reds out. Southwest tank, get ready. Southwest tank, get ready. Southwest tank, grab your slimes. As soon as all 3 of these are grabbed, you have one more Southwest tank. Get reds out. Get reds out. Please get reds out. Healer free for all. Grab slimes as needed by your room. Grab slimes as needed by your room. As a reminder, we're wanting to get 4 and holding 1. Get reds out. Get reds out. We do not want reds in there. If they merge with the greens, that is bad news. Get reds out. Make sure your slimes are fully on the button. Get reds out. Waiting on southwest and northeast. Kill that 2+1, please. And that is ready. Commit. Wait for them to fuse on top of the button. And as soon as they start casting fusion, run. Run all the way northeast. Grab everything. think it's going to take a little while longer. Everyone, please stand all the way northeast. Please stand all the way northeast. Please stand all the way northeast. Is this a wipe? Don't go. Yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. This is bad. Anyways, everyone, let's go stand around a trap. Do not, in the future, don't interrupt.
Wait.
Do not interrupt if we're waiting for some. If we are calling to commit, do not interrupt. Once a bunch of people stand around the trap, just blow it up. Okay, we all have to leave now. As a reminder, make sure to load up your starting holster again. Hopefully all you'll need is a re-raiser and your pure. Oh no, someone had 18 million metal. No, poor them. But once again, make sure you have your pure and a re-raiser ready. Once we get in, we'll load, and I'll ask for everyone to get ready checks. Once you have your pure, re-raiser, and your actual hoster loaded up, we'll respond to the ready check with a yes. Once everyone is ready on the buttons, we'll say it in chat. Opal will tell us when to go down. We'll see what happens from then on. Once more into the breach, someone says. Once again, make sure to apply your pure and your re-raiser. This does not count as instance prog. Instance prog is when people are changing zones and so the ready check doesn't go through. Or the instance in does not go through. Once again, make sure to have your pure, make sure to have your re-raiser, load into your actual holster. And then go stand on your marker. Party leads once everyone has their actions, re-raiser and pure, and are standing on the marker, say ready and yell chat. And Opal will tell us once to go down. Oh yeah, by the way, believe it or not, I believe slimes and golem side can be done with about two total tank. Though I think the lowest you can go is 1. Ready, Freddy. Ready, Freddy, ready. Yep, but we're just going to do the same exact thing. We're going to find out where the traps are. We're going to percept the traps. We're going to make sure everyone knows what parties they're in, what markers they're on. Everyone feel free to drop down now. I'll load in the markers. Once again, yep, make sure to stance check, We need all tanks to have their stances on because of all the stuff that's happening. North. Okay. Yep. We'll start northeast. We'll have northeast be percepted first, then northwest after the hallway. So hallway, northeast, northwest. Make sure not to enter those rooms until the traps have been percepted. South doesn't really matter. It likely would have been done by the time wave 4 will be down anyways. Anyways, get ready checks out. Yep, it will still be northwest grab first. You'll just have to wait until this trap is percepted to bring them in. Ready. And where's the C? Ready. Okay, by the way, we're going in soon. Nothing really matters anymore. Except, just remember to stand behind the rubble until the traps have been percepted. Anyways, ready, let's get ready. In 15 seconds, we're going to go in. Let me in. Okay, let's go. Remember, stand behind the rubble, let the Perceptor find the trap. Northwest tank, grab your slimes, wait until the trap is percepted. Northeast. Okay, come over here, grab reds out, get reds out. Go a little bit farther in. Okay, traps are found. Northeast, grab your slimes and take them to your room. Southeast, get ready. Southeast, grab yours. Reds, get reds out. Southwest, get ready. Southwest, grab your slimes. And as soon as these three are taken, and the next pair fall down, get reds out, get reds out. Healer free-for-all, grab slimes as needed, and bring them to your tank. Remember to stand on the button. Get reds out, get reds out. Okay, tell me once your room is 4+1. Get reds out, get reds out. Get reds out, get reds out. Northeast, northwest, southeast. Waiting on southwest. Please get reds out, please get reds out. How is southeast doing? Okay, southwest. Commit. Drag your slimes in. Make sure they're fusing on top of the button. Make sure they're fusing on top of the button. Once they're fusing, run and make sure to grab and run. Make sure to grab and run. That one's a little bit sketchy. Hopefully that's fine. That should be fine. Anyways, run all the way northeast. The reason why we do this is so that we don't get hit by the AoEs and don't get Doom stacked. Or Twice Come Ruin stack, as they're called. If you see anything get all the way over here, just kill them. Bargain brand Doom. Oh, there we go. Before you jump up, make sure everyone is alive. Make sure everyone is alive. If not, go find them and go re-raise them. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, excellent job.
We had a problem with one of the slimes not fusing, and then one of them got interrupted last time, so that's the reason for the wipe.
That's fine. Make sure you grab your chest. This is personal loot. I once again cannot grab it for you. As a reminder, I do boss relative calls. So I will be calling front, back, left, right. I do need a main tank once again. Also, where are you? Perfect. We're just gonna do the same main tank. Can the special tanks once again step up? It was Light and Grace, right? Perfect. If you are not Oswin Carver, please turn off your stand. If you're not Oswin Carver, please turn off your stand. Well, that's unfortunate for you, Pash. You're gonna have to choose the mouse or the keyboard. Other than that, once you're ready, please step across the purple line. Again, if you're not Oswin Carver, have your stands off. We've done this before, we know what to do. We're just gonna do it again. Once you are ready, please step across the purple line. Yeah, give me some skips to call. Let's make it fun. Let's make it spicy.
Skips every single mechanic. Except that's not possible.
Akka, once you're ready, please step across. Perfect. Everyone is across the purple line. We're gonna set a 30-second countdown. Again, please make sure your stance is off. If you're not Oswin Carver, make sure you have your carbuncle summoned. Make sure your fairy stance partner's cardias are set. This fight does start out with a raid wipe, so please feel free to pre-shield your parties. Make sure to eat raid food if you haven't. There's that raid wipe. Go ahead and heal up your party. Next up, we're gonna have our first fourfold mercy. We're gonna be going double movement. This is a double movement. We're gonna be going back, front, front, back. Back, front, front, back. Move across. Front, front. Back. Move to the back. You're gonna dodge ice. Look away from 3. Dodge ice. And then get away from 2. Go and get inside the boss's hitbox. We are skipping. Get inside the boss's hitbox now. All special tanks get to the front of the boss. All special tanks to the front, everyone else to the back. Everyone who's in the special tank behind the boss. Okay, all tanks get to the back except the main tank. Only the main tank should be in front now. Everyone can go and stack up. Stay stacked up for chains. Don't move until that chain icon has gone away above your head. Stay stacked up, stay stacked up, stay stacked up. Break them and get behind a barrier. Get behind a barrier. Get behind a barrier now. Get back in there, do your damage. Next up, we're gonna be having a 3 dashes. Go and get in towards the boss. Get towards the boss. We're gonna be starting at B. Start at B. Start at B. And we're gonna get knocked back into the barrier at 3 towards C. At 3 towards C. At 3 towards C. Get knocked back. Get back in there, deal some damage. We're gonna have a raid wide heal and shield. Heal and shield. Go and get to inner cardinals of the boss. Get to inner cardinals of the boss. Don't be front, back, or sides. Don't be front, back, or sides.
Stuck.
Stack, I am sorry. That's fine. Everyone stay stacked up. Go and stack up and stay stacked up. Back up and stay stacked up. You're gonna dodge this orange, dodge the orange, get out of the orange. And then get to green brick, get to green brick, get to green brick. Get to green brick now. Boss is about to jump middle, and then there's gonna be 2 more of those. We're gonna get to brown sand, get to brown sand, take Earthshakers out of the party, brown sand, take Earthshakers out of the party. Next up, we're gonna be going to green brick, follow the boss to green brick, Earthshakers out of the party, Earthshakers out of the party. Dodge those line AoEs. There's gonna be get 2 inner cardinals of the boss, this time for real, inner cardinals of the boss. Don't be front, back, or sides. Get back in there, deal your damage. We're gonna have a free dashes, go and get in towards the boss. Get in towards the middle of the arena. Get in towards the middle of the arena. We're gonna be starting at 4, start at 4. Okay, we're gonna be going right, left of the boss. Right, left of the boss. Right, left of the boss. Right. Move across now. You're gonna dodge ice, look away from 3. Dodge ice, and then get away from 4. Go and stack up for chains, and then break those chains and get shielded for the upcoming raid wide. Go ahead and heal and shield for the raid wide. Everyone get away from the front of the boss. Face the boss towards A. There's about to be a solo tank buster. Get away from the front of the boss. Next up, we're gonna have rings with a 4-fold mercy. You're gonna have to do the 4-fold mercy on the boss, but be on sand or brick for it. We're gonna be going left, right, right of the boss, and we're gonna be starting on sand. Start on the brown sand now. Get ready to move across now. Get to green brick. The inside of the boss hitbox is green brick. We're gonna have 1 more of those at random, followed by a Seasons of Mercy. Get to brown sand. This Seasons is going to have line AoEs. Dodge the ice, look away from 3. Dodge the ice, and get away from 1. Dodge the line AoEs after the ice. Get back in towards the boss. And get ready to heal and shield for the raid wide. Heal and shield. If you've died, remember to pop a re-raiser. Get in the boss's hitbox now. We're gonna either knock back or hide with a 4-fold mercy on the clone. Yeah, go ahead and hold your damage, get knocked back into the barrier at 4, and then we're gonna do back, front on the clone. Get knocked into the barrier at 4, hold damage. We're doing back, front on the clone. Back, front on the clone. Back, cross now, front on the clone. Stay stacked up for chains. Healer LB now. Break the chains once they go away. Break the chains. And kill the boss. Now. There's gonna be a raid wide. Kill the boss. It's him or us. Kill the boss.
Was holding damage so we didn't lose LB3?
Yes. You hold damage that you can get LB3 off. Do not walk ahead, do not walk ahead, do not walk ahead. Let our duelist percept. Our duelist is going to percept the traps. Do not walk ahead. Make sure you grab your chest. We have no deaths. That's excellent. Go and wait for your preceptor to find these traps down the hallway, and then walk towards Dahu's arena. Walk towards Dahu's arena and stand at the doorway in front of it. Don't walk toward the purple line. Just come stand at the doorway.
Sorry, quick question.
Yes.
Should we be rending the mini bosses like Dahu as well? Or okay.
You should rend every boss. You should use action on every. You should use actions on every boss. At this time, I need Aurelia Martin. I need I believe it was Aka Diasomnia and Lucien Chevalier. Chevalier. I need you to come back towards the arena. There is a dual pad. If I could get Aka Diasomnia to come back towards Trinity Seeker's arena, please. Aka Diasomnia, please come back towards Dahu's or towards TES's arena. If you can ask them party chat to come back, you know. Or not, I mean, it's your buffs. Okay, perfect. Okay, they're on the way. I see them. You're just gonna do the same thing, give your buffs on the countdown. You can also give, like, Dance, you can give, like, Searing Light, you can give Cure 4. Remember that this countdown is not for Dahu. Yeah, I literally had 48 signups, and one of them was Tim, who I was not sure was gonna be here, so... Okay, boss has started. Everyone can come towards Dahu's arena. At this time, make sure no one other than Oswin has their stances on. Remember, 1 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 3 to the 3, 4 to the 4. Well, started. As soon as everyone's across the purple line, you can pull. Or not, this works. Everyone get inside the arena, get inside the arena. If they're AFK, that's fine. If there's gonna be AoEs in the ground, make sure you dodge the AoEs. Dodge those AoEs, and don't be in front of the Dahu. Do not be in front of the Dahu. Do not challenge him. For no mortal could ever stand up to his might. Don't be in front of the Dahu. He's charging south once again. Get out of the big conal attack. Please pull Dahu back middle. There's gonna be ad spawning. These are gonna do line AoEs. There's also gonna be like the spit flame markers. So, you know, take the spit flame to the 1 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 3 to the 3, 4 to the 4. Dodge line AoEs 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Find an ad near your marker. If you can't get there, just find any ad. Any ad is fine. Get ready to dodge this left-right cleave. Dodge the left side, and then move into the left side. Dodge more AoEs and get knocked back towards the safe spot. If you're a gamer, you can dodge it, but I don't give away trade secrets. Get out of the big conal attack. You are safe towards the B. Move towards the B, that's where you're safe. Rotate around. And you are safe opposite of the B. You're safe opposite of the B. Was that a dual victory or a failure? They're ad spawning. If a tank can please provoke the Dahu. Everyone get ready to AoE these ads down. AoE these ads down. Once the ads are dead, you can provoke back Dahu. There's gonna be a lot more orange. Get ready to dodge the orange. Dodge that orange. If you need to get hit by only one thing. There's gonna be a left-right shockwave. Get out of the right and then dodge to the right. Dodge more AoEs and get ready to take 1 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 3 to the 3, 4 to the 4. Take the markers out to an ad. Kill the boss as well. Just kill the boss. Congratulations on another duel clear. Don't forget to take your screenshot in front of the buff, by the way. We love to see those posted. Yep. If anything, I'd say it's easier than normal, unironically.
I realized half a second before I used the action that any healer, if they have the right action, can dodge the knockback as well.
Yeah.
I was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, wait, no.
Watch as our duelist comes down the pad. Don't forget that there is a trap, by the way. Don't get gotten by that one. Excellent job on your duel clear. Go ahead and head down to Queensguard's Arena. We're not going to take a break here, we're just going to speed on along. If I can get those same rolls on the marker. If I can just get those same people on the marker from last time. Where can I get my main tanks? Perfect. Okay, excellent. And healers, please say in party chat A or C. Or sorry, please say in party chat 1 or 2. You can refer to the image in group chat 3 to see where the orb spots are that you're calling. If you want a visual example of this in game, you can look at the other image posted in group chat 3. For healers, please make sure you have Steel Sting and Spellforge slotted. One healer should have Steel, one should have Spell. If you need to know who to use which action on, please check the image in Delubrum Group Chat 3. Some jobs need both, but they're going to start in one and then get swapped over to the other if necessary. We call these Special Boys. Does this command work? It does, there you go. With that said, that should be pretty much everything out of the way. If you have any questions, ask them now. If not, step ahead of the purple line. Once you're ready, please step ahead of the purple line. Make sure one has Steel and one has Spell. Just waiting on Mika, waiting on Loxius. Loxius, I know you're ready.
Oh wait, I should. Oops.
As a reminder, all tanks who are Aurasphere tanks should have their tank stances on now. As soon as all 4 of them disappear and we go into the first phase, please make sure to turn your stances off unless you are the main tank. As soon as Loxius gets back, we'll start. Really, he didn't fall asleep again. Yeah, this is a good time to come use your link shell emotes. Oh, he's ready. Let's go. Okay, please step across the purple line once you're ready. and we will start our countdown. As a reminder, one healer needs Still Sting, one needs Spellforge. Start giving them out now. Start giving out your Still Stings and Spellforge. Please give out your Steel and Spell. As a reminder, this does start out with two raid wives. Go and eat raid food. Tanks, go ahead and establish. Everyone killed these bosses. DPS them down. First raid wife is coming in just a second. Here's our first raid wife. And we are not getting a second. All tanks except main tanks stances off. All tanks except main tanks stances off. Warrior to the wall, knight to the center. Focus on keeping the HP even. We are clicking off purple, applying yellow. Click off purple, apply yellow. Watson, please make sure you have Dispel slotted as well. That's not, necessary now. Here comes our tether mechanic. Tethers. You're gonna check if you have a tether. We're gonna resolve this on the inside of the arena. Check if you have a tether. Tethers will go to small, rest will go to large. We're getting knocked back towards 1 or B. Get knocked back towards 1 or B. Tethers to small, rest to large. Tethers to small, rest to large. Get knocked back towards 1 or B. If you fall before your bomb, move where 1 just fell. Focus a little more damage on the Queen's Knight. If you died and pop back up, pop another Re-Raiser. Please dispel the warrior now. Nice dispel. Heal up that raid wipe damage. And we're getting our next tether mechanic in just a moment. Our Sphere 1 tank is down. We will need a backup for that if someone can call it in yell chat.
Check for tethers.
Check for tethers. Tethers to wind, rest to purple. Tethers to wind, rest to purple. We are getting... Run in towards the knight and get ready to run out. Run out towards the warrior. Run out towards the warrior. Out towards the warrior. Dispel the warrior. Dispel the warrior. Heal up that raid wide damage, and we're getting our second set of tethers after this tank buster. If a healer is dead, please mark yourself with a shape. A little bit more on the knight, but otherwise we're fine. Okay. Click off purple, apply yellow. No change to tethers. No change to tethers necessary. Here comes Bombs version 2. Go and check for a tether. Check for a tether. If you have a tether, we're gonna resolve this on the outside of the arena. Tethers will go to small, rest will go to large. Tethers to small, rest to large. Resolve this on the outside of the arena. Tethers to small, rest to large. If you fall before your bomb, move where 1 just fell. A little more damage on the knight, please. A little more damage on the knight. But they're relatively equal, so just keep pumping. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Dispel the warrior as soon as this boost goes off, and then there's going to be a raid wipe. Focus damage on the warrior. Kill both bosses. Healers, at this time you can swap out of Steel and Spell. Swap to Reflect. Gunner to the center, soldier to the wall. Gunner to the center, soldier to the wall. It's time for frogs. We're gonna go between two small frogs. And then we're gonna have a gap mechanic. Okay, go towards 3, go towards 3, go towards 3. Point your gap to the gunner in the center. Gunner in the center. And then a turret you're aligned with. A turret you're aligned with. Get back in there, deal some damage. Tanks, make sure to gap close. There is a tank buster followed by a raid wide, so tanks go ahead and mitigate, and then healers get ready to mitigate. Focus more damage on the soldier. More damage on the soldier. They're pretty close, but more damage on the soldier. Healers, please mark yourself with the shade. Next up is gun turrets. Main tanks, please pick up your gun turrets. Get ready to invuln halfway through the cast bar. Get ready to use your invuln. Use your invulns now. Invulns now. All damage on the gun turrets. All damage on the gun turrets. All damage on the gun turrets. This is an enraged mechanic. All damage on the gun turrets, please. We're either gonna have a fire or ice. Either weapons, stand still, do absolutely nothing. Do not breathe the pyretic. You will die. You can go back to doing what you were doing. Focus a little more damage on... Actually, they're pretty equal. Even out your damage. We're gonna have clones next. We're gonna have clone jumps. Both north are unsafe. Keep damage even. Damage is even. Okay, north is safe. North is safe. North is safe. Point your gap to the gunner in the middle. Point your gap to the gunner in the middle. And then to a turret you're aligned with. Go back and kill the bosses. A little bit more on Queensguard, but they're relatively equal.
Tank down, tank down.
Oh god, tank invuln, tank LB, tank LB. If you raise, healers, if you raise, use limit break 3. Please pull the bosses apart, tank invuln. Main tank's invuln. Healers, LB, focus damage on the bosses. Healers, LB3, if you haven't. One last mechanic, this is the cursed one that we never want to see. Just kill the bosses. Excellent job. Okay, Slimes north, Golem south. Slimes north, Golem south. Aura Spear 1, get ready to pick up your Aura Spear. Healers, get ready to reflect. Healers, reflect your orbs. If you see one missing, reflect someone else's. Invuln the spite check. And then you can focus on the wards. Don't greed coat of arms. Don't greed coat of arms. Someone please cover for A2. Aura spheres are spawning. Aura spheres are spawning. Focus your damage on the Aura spheres. Do not greed coat of arms. We have one explosion, that's fine. All damage on the wards. All damage on the wards. All damage on the wards. Any damage you have. Excellent job. We only have a couple bodies, so make sure to arise them. Arise any deaths. If you are going to arise, please stand on the bodies. Make sure you grab both your chests, as we do have a second one thanks to our duelists. If you have any more re-raisers left, please reapply them. If you are not a healer, please walk down to the Phantom Arena. Yeah, this is the one. That was not the one. This is the one. Unlucky.
We're going to D. We're going to D. I can feel it in my bones. Let's see, ice spikes.
Absolutely not. I still have banish if I have to.
I have banish, I'll use it. I don't want to force ice spikes that.
Remember, if you're gonna cast a rise, make sure you're standing on the body. We don't want any casts of a rise wasted. All deaths are resolved. Feel free to head down to the Phantom Arena.
I will, however, maybe eventually put up a re-clear where we will see ice spikes. We'll just hold damage on Phantom.
Make your way to the Phantom Arena. No one other than Oswin Carver should have their tank stances on at this time. Oswin's gonna be our main tank, and it's gonna be taking Phantom to D. It's gonna be D this time. Once everyone is here and across the purple line, you can go ahead and pull the boss. I think everyone's pretty much ready. We're just waiting on Thin Men. Okay, perfect. We can go and pull the boss. You can pull it to D. Or countdown. Fancy. It's not gonna be A, Luxia. Or Pash. It's not gonna be A. Pull that boss to A, I believe. There's gonna be a raid wipe. This is just a pure essence check. No, we're gonna be pulling to D, sorry. Freudian slip. It is D, see? Everyone stand on the D marker. Everyone stand on the D marker. We're gonna be following the dots along. Remember, don't walk into the wall at the end. Don't read for uptime. Just follow the AoE down. Just follow the dots. Stop at the 4 marker. Stop at the 4 marker. And you can cross over to 3 now. Cross over to 3. We're gonna be staying here for a long, long time. For this next mechanic, we're just gonna stay here. How could you? We're just gonna stay here. We're gonna wait for 3 pulses. Wait for 3 pulses of the square. 1, 2, and 3. Cross over to 4. We're gonna wait for 3 pulses of the other one. 1, 2, and 3. Cross over. And the boss is gonna go untargetable. Remember, DPS burn down the red ones, healers heal the white ones. Don't use all your benedictions at once, but also I wouldn't mind if I saw a couple glares thrown out, you know? One last set. Remember, once the boss comes back, use your interrupt. I don't want to wipe to this, as funny as it would be. Interrupt the Bojin Phantom, thank you. And let's just kill the boss. I don't want to see any more mechanic. Perfect. Make sure do not go ahead, do not go ahead, do not go ahead. We do have traps ahead. Do not go ahead. If our Perceptor could please swap to their Percept, and we will be waiting on them to Percept. Yes, you can skip the ads if you have high enough damage. So normally, I'm going to show our Percept how to Percept. Normally you would come here, use your Percept here. And then you would walk up to here, use your Percept in this doorway. They've already been blown up, so you don't have to worry about it this time. Now you can go down the stairs. And now you're going to Percept at this doorway. Percept right here. Avoid the trap. And then you can come to the center of this room. Make sure you walk along the exact center. And you can Percept right here. And this will find all the traps in the room. Walk around all the traps. We do need some of these for later. And welcome back to TA. This is normally where we would take a break. However, we are running close to end time. I know a couple people are on the next prog that happens in like an hour and a half. So I am gonna try and hurry this along. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and repost all the reference images. Here is the brand and temperature grid. Here is the swords video. Here is the arrow lanes. And here is the overhead of the arrow. No, we are not going to stop. If we seat a queen, we are going to keep going. I'm sure Fi will understand if you are on Fi's prog. So just say you were on my prog and that we got to queen. This is an overhead of the arrows mechanic if you would like to see it. At this point, if you have any questions, ask them. If you are out of re-razors, please come to the back of the bridge back here. If you do not have a re-razor right now, please come back to the back of the bridge. Oh, I don't have a re-razor. That's crazy. I don't even remember when that was, but...
You know, I felt the exact same thing looking at my buff bar earlier. I was like, why don't I have a re-razor?
If you don't have a re-raise, please come to the back of the bridge. Please come to the back of the bridge. Yeah, it was definitely the raid wide.
Opa, do we need more, we need perception anymore or no?
We do need Percept, but you are not the assigned Preceptor for the final, bit. I have another assigned Preceptor, and every tank should also have a Percept, potentially slotted for the next mini-boss. Is there anyone without a re-razor? Please come and get yours now. It's our last call. If not, then I'm gonna go ahead and say step across the purple line when ready. Make sure to refresh your actions. Make sure you have Ether Shield slotted if you are a tank. Healers, go ahead and cast Shell on your entire party. Make sure your entire party has Shell. Make sure your tanks have Protect. Once all those things have been done, please step across the purple line. If you only have Shell, that's fine. Just make sure everyone has Shell. Sorry, not having Protect is the worst thing. It's fine to not have Protect. If you are a tank who does not have Protect, please come jump on Opal Jade. We have other people with it. Just make sure everyone has a copy of Shell, all tanks have a copy of Protect, everyone has a re-raise on, everyone has slotted actions. All main tanks have Ether Shield, all off tanks are ready to use Ether Shield. Make sure you have raid food on. Reuse your raid food. Gives a little bit more HP that might be the difference between living and dying. If you're not Oswin Carver, you should have your stance off. We're gonna start our countdown now. This boss does start with a raid wide after the tank buster, so you can go ahead and pre-shield your parties now. Just focus up. This is a clear. All tanks get to the front of the boss. All tanks to the front of the boss. Get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. There's that raid wipe. Get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Next up is our forms. We're gonna get to the front of the boss. Get in front of the boss. Get in front of the boss now. Get in front of the boss. Everyone can pre-position at C. Melee can greet for uptime if they wish. Get to the back of the boss. Get behind the boss. And now everyone can get out away from the boss. Melee can greet until that flash of light. Get out now. We're gonna be starting in staff form. You're gonna get your hot and cold. Everyone can run towards the middle of the arena. Everyone towards the middle of the arena. Everyone stack in the middle of the arena. You're gonna get a force march. You're gonna have to ride this force march towards the meteor that resolves your debuff. Don't greed your GCDs. I promise one GCD is not worth your life. Get back in there. Tanks get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Tanks get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Please point the boss. Ether Shield and mitigate, Ether Shield and mitigate, and then point the boss towards the party. Heal everyone up. Everyone get in front of the boss. Stare into its beautiful eyes. The boss is about to go invulnerable. You're gonna get your hot and your cold. The boss is about to go untargetable. Remember, get hit by one thing. Our first safe spot is 1. Our first safe spot is 1. You get to 1 or a cardinal of 1. 1 or a cardinal of 1. Our next safe spot is going to be 4. Get to 4 or a cardinal of 4. Get to 4 or a cardinal of 4. 2 is unsafe. Boss is coming back with a raid wide. If you die and pop back up, remember to use a re-raiser. Ether Shield and mitigate this raid wide. Ether Shield and mitigate. Everyone can pre-position. South of the center of the arena. Get to south of the center of the arena. Get behind the boss now. All tanks, as soon as this is done, you can get to the front of the boss. All tanks can get in front of the boss now. You're gonna get a quick march. This quick march is gonna send you away from the firewall. All tanks can get up there and tank this. You're gonna get quick march towards B or D. Get quick march towards D. Go towards D. Go towards D now. If you see someone die in the fire, you can rescue them and save their lives. You're gonna get your hot and your cold. You're gonna have to get hit by the arrow that resolves your debuff. This is an inverted pattern. This is inverted pattern. Inverted pattern. Go to the arrow that will resolve your debuff. If you die and re-raise, make sure to pop another re-raiser. Tank, get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Everyone can pre-position away from the boss. Everyone can pre-position away from the boss. Get away from the boss at the flash of light. Get away from the boss. You're gonna get your hot and your cold. You're gonna get an elemental brand. Go and walk towards the center of the arena. Walk towards the center of the arena. You're gonna have to go to the meteor that resolves both your brand and your debuff. Remember, you're gonna have to walk yourself and then dodge the clone line AoEs. Walk yourself and dodge the clone line AoEs. Look for someone jumping at your meteor. Get back in there, do some damage. If you die in re-raise, make sure to use another re-raiser. Tanks, get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Ether Shield and mitigate. And everyone can pre-position towards the center of the arena. Face the boss towards the center. Face the boss towards the center. Look at her. She's looking at you. The boss is about to go untargetable, so don't use anything you aren't prepared to lose. If both healers are dead, please mark them with safety squares. You're gonna get your temperature and you're gonna get your brand. You're gonna have to add them together and get hit by the attacks that solve your debuffs. You might have to get hit twice. Don't get hit by 2 at once though, as that will just kill you. Boss is going untargetable. Our first safe spot is 4. Get to 4 or a cardinal of 4. Get to 4 or a cardinal of 4. 2 is unsafe. Our next safe spot is 2. Get to 2 or a cardinal of 2. Get to 2 or a cardinal of 2. 4 is unsafe. 4 is not safe. Boss is coming back with a raid wide.
LB now.
If you're a healer, use your healer LB now. Thank you. Ether Shield and mitigate. Ether Shield and mitigate. Ether Shield and mitigate. Ether Shield and mitigate. Get south. Get behind the boss. Get behind the boss now. Get behind the boss. This is our last phase. Any damage you have, use it. We're gonna have to dodge either the sides or inner cardinals of the boss. Get to the inner cardinals of the boss. Go and press your sprint. You're gonna have to, after the lines, run towards 4. Run towards 4 now. Run to 4 now. If you see someone die in the firewall, rescue them. You're gonna get your temperature, you're gonna get your brand, and you're gonna get a force march. You're gonna have to resolve the force march to walk yourself towards the arrow that resolves your brand and temperature. This is an inverted pattern once again. Any damage you have, use it. We have enough damage, don't greed. Get force march towards the square that resolves your debuff. Thanks, get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Ether Shield and mitigate. Any damage you have, use it. Any damage you have, use it. Use all your damage. Get out of the front of the boss. Any damage you have, use it. Excellent job. You are now Queen Proggers. Technically you're Stick Proggers, but we don't talk about Stick. Do not walk forward. Do not walk forward. We have a lot of bodies to arise. Healers, please mark yourselves. Let's get the healers up first, and anyone with sacrifice. If you're a vet, please also don't do the thing. I'm gonna have those new people do the thing.
Can I breathe now?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank God. I'm out of re-raisers.
That's perfectly fine, because I have 3 of them to give away.
Congratulations, everyone. Week 2 and you're past the toughest boss.
It's because we've got awesome vets guiding us. Yeah, that last 75% coverable flame in this arena singed my leg hairs. That's how it clipped me.
Go ahead and pick up your personal spoils if you're up. We only have a couple more people to get up. I'm gonna take stock of how many re-raises we have. Tim's sacking, perfect. You got this.
I've got 4 uses left on Honored Sacrifice and Rend. Do you want me to refresh them?
No, we will refresh those at Queen if necessary.
Understood.
Healers, remember, if you are raising, please stand on the body. Please do not pop a tray until you are standing on the body. We don't want to waste our rises. We still have, like, 3 more bodies, I think. Okay, we have 1 more person.
Rain, let me raise them, please.
No, Lorian's got this for sure. This is the one.
Unfortunately not.
Unlucky.
If anybody needs a re-raise, I have 2 more lost re-raises I can give out. Just stand on 4 if you need it.
Yep, I also have a re-raise I can give away, but I have no action to swap back in over it, which is fine, but let's focus on getting this raise.
No, I'm
gonna make executive decision. Tim, can you sack this again, or how are we feeling on that? Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, just keep raising Grim. Anyone who has raises. Let's use this last tray of a rise. No one else pop in a rise tray. I'm gonna have Knight sack after this. Never mind, perfect. Okay, anyone who is new, please follow me. Any vets form the walk of victory. So any new proggers, please follow me. We're gonna go back this way. Tash, thank you for blowing up the trap. Please be careful to not walk into any traps yet. Do not walk into any traps. Come gather around the small trap.
Yeah.
Come gather around this pink wavy trap. Do not walk into it. On the count of 3, I'm gonna tell you guys to walk in. We're waiting for 1. Wait. Wait. Hold. Okay. Everyone's here. Who is a fresh progger? We're gonna walk in on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Walk in. That's your sprint. Fun fact about this, Lollapels are actually the tallest. Whenever they're hit by the mini trap. That's fine, Tim.
This is the weirdest thing I've seen.
Yeah, go ahead. Walk down towards the jump pad and go across. We are not going to walk towards Queen, we're gonna walk straight ahead through the gate. This is why you need to be small. No one else can get over or across this gate. No one's tall enough. Be careful going down these stairs as there is a set of traps. Do not walk past the stairs once you've gone down the walkway. Tim, you got this? Perfect.
Wait, where do the immediate go?
We have a preceptor for this. Just keep walking towards Stig. Is that a poison trap I see? Poison trap,
Poison trap on the bridge.
Poison trap, poison trap. No! This is so sad. So, welcome to Stig. Stig is a lot of people's least favorite encounters in DRS. So, I'm gonna do a quick explainer. But real quick, I am going to need some rolls. I need a tank on the A, B, C, and D markers. These are my main tanks. Additionally, I need tanks on the 1, 2, 3, and 4 markers. These are my off tanks. If you're willing to be a main tank for this, please stand on the A, B, C, D. If you're an off tank, stand on 1, 2, 3, or 4. Everyone on the 1, 2, 3, and 4 should have a Percept in their bag. Please break out the Percept now. You can slot it over the Aether Shield if you need to, or your Font of Power. I do need one more tank on 3. If I can please have a tank on 3. If you don't have a Percept, that's fine. You're just going to have to use your Invuln.
Yeah, one. A tank on one.
So, Stig. Stig itself is not the boss. The Stygimoloch Lord is not a boss. It is like, it's not even a trash mob. Like, if you've done BA, the dolls in BA are scarier than Stygimoloch Lord itself. What is scary is the ads phase. Once Stig gets a little bit of damage on it, it is going to spawn 4 big ads that are going to march around the room. If they get too close to each other, they're going to go at hyperspeed. Every time this ad hits a tank, it is going to give them a Vuln stack. So in order to avoid these Vuln stacks, that after 2 of which will kill you by the way, from this point on it's not thrice come doom, it is twice come doom. In order to resolve this, what we're going to do is we're going to have our main tanks. They're going to pick up the ads. The A1's going to pick up the north one, B is going to pick up the east one, C is going to pick up the south one, D is going to pick up the west one. You're just going to pick that ad up and you're going to kite it around the room. You want to make sure it doesn't get too close to other ads, but also doesn't get too close to you. The best place to put it, I'm gonna borrow the 1 marker, is like in this circle right here. Between the 2 like brown circles. Loxius has a helpful post on where to stand if you are a healer, tank, or DPS. But the short and long of it is main tanks are going to pick up the trash ads that spawn and are going to kite them around the room. Off tanks, you're going to run ahead of the main tanks. You have 2 jobs. First of all, whenever entrapment is cast, you are going to pop your invuln. You're going to run from one cardinal to the next. You're going to sweep every single trap. Second of all, you are there as backup in case your tank dies. If for example, Oswin somehow died to the Minotaur, what would happen is Pash would provoke the Minotaur ad. For everyone else, the rest is fairly easy. I am going to need one more assignment. Any healers with Reflect, please stand on D. Any healers with Dispel, please stand on C.
What if we have both?
If you have both, choose a side.
I have 11. I have 11 curtains. Does that count as having Reflect?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay. All right.
Just make sure you save 2 for Queen.
Okay.
Okay, with that said, what the healers are going to do, they're going to be on the inside circle. There's going to be 2 circles that form, the inside and the outside. The only people who need to be on the inside are the healers. You're going to be reflecting the fire orbs and using Dispel on the earth orbs. You're going to use Reflect and then stand under the fire orbs. You're going to use Dispel and then use a damage over time ability on the earth orbs. Everyone else, who is not on one of these markers or back on the bridge. You are simply a DPS. You are part of the murder ball. If you did golems, you're well aware of what the murder ball is. You're going to start at the south, which is going to be marked with C, and you're going to kill any of the ads that come past you. Your only goal is to resolve the different things that are going to happen. You might get some debuffs, there might be like nooks that you have to stand in, and you're going to have to kill the ads.
Question.
Yes, go ahead.
Should you mention the sacrifice or wandering debuff?
Yes, I'm about to get to that. So the only important thing for the only really important thing for DPS to take mention of, it's important for tanks and healers as well, but it's the only thing that DPS really have to worry about, is your debuffs. At certain points throughout the ads phase, you're going to get either a sacrifice or a wanderer debuff. If you get a sacrifice debuff, you need to stand in one of the nooks opposite of the boss. And if you get a wanderer debuff, you're going to have to get in one of the nooks towards the boss. These are going to push or pull you respectively. If you want to know which one you have, you can hover over your debuff. Alternatively, the pull looks like it is pulling in spaghetti noodles, and the push looks like it is about to jump on you. If we can clear this, then we get to see Queen. I'm very excited to see Queen. Aren't you guys excited to see Queen?
I mean, as someone in here, yes. As a caller, no.
I'm not excited to see Queen either, don't worry. I can't really help you if you're an audio learner. I've done what I can verbally, but I'm not going to slurp into my microphone if that's what you're asking. With that said, once you're ready, please step over the purple line. One last thing to mention before we get started, we are not going to use our DPS actions at the start. We are going to wait. As soon as the ad phase begins, that is when you're going to use your DPS actions, that's when you're going to use your 2-minute cooldowns. Before then, make sure you do not use those. Party D has a BRB, okay, perfect. That's absolutely true, Pash. Chess 2 is so easy, legitimately. Like, Chess 1 hurts. Yeah, basically, you can build gauge. Both safe is not that bad. It's the only hard part of like an otherwise easy to call mechanic. That's true. I wish you could death it. No, no, no. So we're just waiting on the ones who are AFK. Once you're ready, please step across the purple line. Okay, everyone is ready. As a reminder, do not use DPS actions here until the ads spawn. Do not use your 2-minute cooldowns. Do not burst it. You're building gauge for the ads. You're gonna burn it on the ads, and then you're gonna build gauge again once the boss comes back. As long as you respect the debuffs, you will be fine. As if you are not Oswin Carver, please have your stances off. Everyone get away from the front of the boss, as there is about to be a tank buster. Do not be in front of the boss, there is a tank buster. Everyone use their knockback immunity. Use your knockback immunity now. Knockback immunity now. If you got knocked back, get back in and dodge the whacks. Do not get whacked. Don't get hit by the conals. Oh. Everyone get away from the boss. Get way far out. Get to the edge of the arena. Get as far away as you can. The boss is about to disappear and ads are spawning. Tanks, get to your positions. Off tanks, get to your positions. DPS, burn down these ads. Use your cooldowns. Use your cooldowns. Get into a cardinal. Do not be at an inner cardinal. Be on a cardinal. Be on a cardinal. Someone found a trap with their face. Oh no. That's why you get to a cardinal. Traps are going out. Pushes get towards a far nook. Sorry, pushes get to a close nook. Oh, yeah, you know. Resolve your debuffs. Oh no, we don't know. Oh no, I have aggro. Get into a nook, get into a nook. And dodge the orange puddles. Dodge orange puddles. Dodge the orange puddles. Burn down the ads. Burn down the ads. Please reflect the ball of fire. And dispel the ball of ice. Focus down the ad. Debuffs are back out. We don't have to resolve these yet. Get to a nook, get to a nook, any nook works. Reflect the fire orb, kill the monks, kill the monks. Dodge the orange. Go resolve your debuff, resolve your debuff, resolve your debuff, resolve your debuff. Don't greed, resolve your debuff. Focus down the monk, dodge the orange. Perfect. All ads are dead. Get to a nook, get to a nook, get to a nook. This is resolving, get to a nook. Boss is back. Main tank, please pick it up. Perfect. This is where we start a rising. Healers focus on a rising. Any arises you have, use them now. This is a raid wide. Shield and heal. Healers, if you're dead, please mark yourselves with shapes. Earth is dead. If you have a bolt, take this to the edge of the arena. Take this to the edge of the arena. And then move out of it. Move out of it. Focus on building your gauge. Get far away from the boss. Get all the way out. Get all the way out. Get all the way out. If you can go further out, get further out. Get back in. Take the rapid bolts out to the wall. Rapid bolts to the wall and then move out of them. They're gonna leave a puddle. Move out of the puddle. Another set. Take them out and then move out of the puddle. Take them out and then move out of the puddle. Get away from the proximity marker. Get away from the proximity. And then don't get whacked. Dodge the whacks. Don't get whacked. That is a crazy bait. Don't get whacked. Move back in. Focus on a rising still. If you're a healer with arises, please use them. Get away from the front of the boss. There's about to be a tank buster. Get away from the front of the boss. Use your knockback immunity. Use your knockback immunity now. Don't get whacked. Dodge the whacks. Don't get whacked. We're about to have another raid wide. Again, focus on raising people so that they can build gauge. If you have any more arises, please use them. At this point, if you have sacrifice, please focus on sacrificing any healers that are on the ground. If you have sacrifice and you're dead, mark yourself. Rapid bolts out. Take rapid bolts to the edge of the arena. Rapid bolts to the edge of the arena and then get out of the puddle they leave. Get out of the puddle. Get out. Get all the way out. Get as far away out as you possibly can. If you can go further, then go further out. Get back in and don't get back in. Get back in and don't get back in. Take the rapid bolts out to the wall. Rapid bolts to the wall and then out of the puddle. Get out of the puddle they leave. Rapid bolts to the wall and then out of the puddle once again. Excellent job. Do not go further. Do not walk further. Do not walk further. Do not walk past the personal spoils. Okay, it is at this point. It is at this point I need to know how many arises we have. Healers, please put in yell chat how many raises or sacrifices you have. If you're a tank, please put how many sacrifices you have. We only have sacrifices. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Tanks, please start sacrificing. Stand on the body before you swap to sacrifice. Do not swap to sacrifice until you're standing on a body. Start sacrificing people. If you go down, we have other tanks with sacrifice. If you get doomed, hope you bounce. If you don't bounce, then we have more sacrifices, hopefully. Okay, anyone else with a sacrifice? We have 2 more bodies. Any other sacrifices? No, we have 3, sorry. We have 1 more body. Does anyone else have a sacrifice? Sorry, we have 2 more. Get Elson up if, I believe they still have a sacrifice, maybe? If there are any vets with sacrifice, please get these people up. I want to at least... I believe they are both proggers, so... Oh, we still have a rises. Perfect. I'll give out erasers at Queen. Pearl, how many sacrifice... or sorry, how many arises do you have left? 2? Okay, go ahead and use those to try and get people up. We're gonna continue not moving forward. I do want to try and be quick with this because there are people on a run that starts in 40 minutes. And I want to give those people time to prepare for that as well. No, I don't think... Wait, does Grace have a sack? Are they still on the ground?
Grace is not dead.
Okay, then... Okay, do you have a sack? Okay, it's used. Okay, I'm gonna make the executive decision. If no one else has a sacrifice or a rise, we're going to go ahead and have these 2 people leave. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna stream my POV so that you can get some, like, POV experience, but at this point, you're probably gonna have to leave instance, and just watch. I'm very sorry. Go ahead, to the 2 people who are still dead, please just, release, leave instance. Vet party, can you send your 2 proggers towards other parties? Have anyone who is progging in the vet party just drop party and shout real quick? And we're gonna try and get, LB3 for the progger parties. Yeah, Oswin, in your party, if there's anyone who is progging, have them leave, and get picked up by other parties. If you are in one of the parties where people just left, please have your party leader pick up the people who shout. If one of them was in the progger party, that's perfectly okay as well. Let me check who it was real quick. I believe it was Elvet and Aaron. If I can get Great Licked and Melia Songwolf. If you can drop party, do not leave instance. Drop party. And then say something in shout chat. Okay, that's one. And then Great Licked. If you can just leave party real quick. And then say something in yell chat or shout chat. And let me see, who was it? Whose party was it that, lost people? It should be... D party, if you can pick them up. Whoever the party leader was. Let me know when that has happened. Once that's happened, we can go ahead and walk ahead. the only reason we didn't, yeah, just say something in the Yell chat. If the party leader for Party D can please pick that person up. We're gonna go to Queen. I'm gonna do expedited explanations. They should have dropped party by now. Yeah, it's gotta be the party lead. Not the one I assigned, but whoever is in-game leading the party. Okay, perfect. So, welcome to Queen. Watch your cutscene. There are lots of cutscene viewers.
I am shaking.
Yeah, this is, So I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. We are probably not going to kill Queen here. If we do, I'm very happy. That would be amazing if we did. However, we are very low on re-raises, we are very low on our rises, we are very low on damage as well. A lot of damage actions have been swapped off. So, don't expect to clear. We're here to practice Queen, and if we do clear, then excellent job. Queen is very easy, however, it's not easy the first time you see it necessarily.
I'm gonna have to agree with Opalt here. The first time you see Queen, despite the mechanics being called for you, you're gonna be scared. You're still gonna be nervous. You're still gonna be shaking probably a little bit. Don't worry. Opal is prepared to host. I'm prepared to help with slimes again next week.
Okay, at this point, we're gonna start doing organization. Everyone come up to the bridge, not ahead of the purple line. Everyone up to the bridge, not ahead of the purple line. If at this time you do not have a re-raiser currently, please come jump on Opalt Jade. Come jump on Opalt Jade. I have many to give out, others have many to give out as well. Once you have a re-raiser, please go back towards the purple line. Prioritize Proggers, please, with your re-raise. I'm re-raising Tapeta and Rhapsody. I have one more set of re-raises. Luxies, can you get these two? Nope. Okay, Calypso has one, perfect.
Opal, I can safety shape.
Okay, perfect. So, real quick, we're gonna do a little more organization. I need, do we have 2 tanks who are willing to do the Envoln stuff? I need 2 confident vet tanks. 2 vet tanks, please. Do I have 2 vet tanks? They need to be gunbreakers or paladins as well. If not, this is okay. Okay, so we're gonna do our aggro. Knight, I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to help here probably. So, here's what we're gonna do. All tanks, turn on your stances. Every single tank should have stance on at this moment. If you're a tank, press your stance button. This is going to be the people's aggro. Every single tank should have stance on. Everyone. You are all going to be fighting for aggro. There are certain tank busters that are going to hit 3 different people twice. Wait, there's going to be a tank swap there. Everyone needs to have aggro generated so that they can swap. With that said, all tanks need protect. Every party member needs shell. The other required actions. I need every tank who has Ether Shield, please equip an Ether Shield right now. Every tank who has Dispel, equip that as your other action. I need every single tank who has those. Yep, fresh Ether Shield if you have it, please. Fresh Dispels.
I'm a healer that still has 11 on Dispel, will I be useful?
Yes, that's perfect. If you need fresh actions, please slot fresh actions.
If you want a little bit easier of a time finding the safe square, feel free to focus target me or look for the circle. I will be your safety shape, who, since I've studied this fight a little bit, I should hopefully be able to stand in the correct spot for you all, so that you can both listen to Opalt and look towards me.
Okay, so really quick queen explanations, okay? I'm gonna speed this along. Our goal here is to see as much as possible, not necessarily to clear. So prioritize staying alive, don't worry about your damage. There's probably almost no way we need the DPS check. I would be very surprised at this point, because we are missing a lot of damage actions right now. So simply focus on your damage. This is practice. Obviously do your best. If you want to practice getting uptime, go for it. But otherwise, you know, don't risk your life for an extra GCD. With that said, you should also have light curtains on your hotbar. Every player should have light curtains in their inventory, and they should be on your hotbar at this moment. They will be very useful for you. As long as you follow directions, you should be mostly fine. I will call almost everything in this fight for you. There is almost no personal mechanics, aside from 1 or 2 tethers. Yes, if you don't have light curtains, you are free to use Reflect as a healer. I'm going to be using wall strat primarily around the 4 and the D columns, for anyone who knows what that means. I do have one image. There is one big personal responsibility thing, and that is addition. If you have passed the first raid, then you should be fine. But you simply need to add up the debuffs that you will get during certain phases. Yeah guys, it's a la carte strat, let's go. But if you want to see what the debuffs look like, please look in group chat 3. There's an example of the debuffs you will be getting. You're gonna add them together to get your sum total of squares you need to move. You will not just get one debuff like in normal mode, you will get 2. If you don't have any light curtains, then you're going to need to dodge all the purple orbs that happen. I will call it out for you. Let's see. I think that's mostly it. Go to the safe squares I call out. Everyone turn on your food. Every tank needs to have stance on. Make sure your fairies are set, your cardias are set, your dance partners are set. With that said, please step across the purple line once you have an application of shell. If you are not me, please mute your mic. The only other person who is allowed to have their mic on is Rain, or any other verified caller who, if I fuck up, can back me up.
Dang, you put the responsibility on me. No, thank you.
Okay, then Loxius can do it. That's fine. You thought you got away. Okay. Once everyone is across the purple line, can someone please give MBO Harvey a protect real quick?
Please put something in yell. That will make it easier to target you. Yep.
Okay. Tanks, please make sure you have Ether Shield equipped. We are pulling in 30 seconds. This boss is going to start with a raid wide. Once the timer hits 15 seconds, pre-shield your parties. All tanks should have their stances on. All tanks stances on. Ether shields equipped. Pre-shield your parties now. Pre-shield your parties. Face the boss towards the party. Get ready to Ether Shield and mitigate. Ether Shield and mitigate any mitigation you have. We're about to have our first main mechanic, Chess 1. I'm gonna say stuff, it might not make sense to you, but it's gonna make sense to me, don't you worry. 2 unsafe, 4 unsafe, back unsafe, mid unsafe. Go towards the north wall, opposite of 1. Go towards the north wall, between D and 1. North wall between D and 1. And then go to the middle column. Go to the middle column. Middle column under the boss. Middle column under the boss. Tanks in A, B, C, provoke and mitigate. Tanks in parties A, B, and C, provoke and mitigate. We're about to have a tank buster. A, B, C, provoke and mitigate. As soon as that goes off, D, E, F, provoke and mitigate. D, E, F, provoke and mitigate. Healers, if your tank gets a doom, cleanse it. Cleanse those dooms. Cleanse the dooms. Raid wide, ether shield and mitigate. Ether shield and mitigate. Ether shield and mitigate. The boss is about to disappear. It's time for Super Chess 1. Our new safe square is south. South is our new north. Both safe. Okay. 6s to the corner. 7s to the right of them. 5s to 2. 6s to the corner. 5s to 1. 5s to 2. 7s to 1. 7s to 1. 5s to 2. 6s to the corner. We will be going up the 2 column. Walk to the 2 column, and then walk up the 2 column. Walk until there is no red dot above your head. Walk to the 2 column, the 2 column, the 2 column. Whether or not you were correct, walk to the safe square. Walk to the big glowing safe square now. If you die in the big flood, you will not be able to re-raise. The boss is about to come back. Lucian, no. The boss is coming back with a heavy raid wide. All tanks, have your ether shields equipped. Get ready to ether shield and mitigate. Ether shield and mitigate any mitigation you have now. Any mitigation you have now. Make sure your light curtains are on your bar. Get ready to use your light curtains. Don't use them now. Get ready to use them soon. Use your light curtains now. Use light curtains now. If you have dispel slotted, start dispelling. Stand under a lightning orb. There is one between D and 3. Get into the purple orbs. Get into the purple orbs. If you don't have reflect, don't stand. Yeah, do the thing. Okay, it's time for the mechanics of Queen. Check for your tethers, check for tethers, check for tethers. Tethers will go to wind, rest will go to purple. We are going to the south. Go towards D, tethers to wind, rest to purple. Tethers to wind, rest to purple. Point your gap to the gunner in the northwest. And then to a turret you're aligned with. Back on the boss. ABC, provoke and mitigate. ABC, provoke and mitigate. ABC, provoke and mitigate. DEF, provoke and mitigate. DEF, provoke and mitigate. DEF, provoke and mitigate. SN of those dooms. SN of those dooms. The boss is about to disappear. Do not pop your 2 minutes. Don't pop your big cooldowns. We're gonna be getting knocked back from the center of the arena. Get towards the center of the arena. We're going to get knocked back towards C. Get knocked back towards C. Get knocked back towards 3. Knocked back towards 3. Go towards D. Go towards D. Go towards D. Go towards A. Go towards A even. Go towards A. Boss is coming back with a raid wide. Get ready to ether shield and mitigate. Tanks, ether shield and mitigate. Ether shield and mitigate. The boss is about to go away once again. Boss is going away again. We're gonna have a new north. The new north is south. South is the new north. Back safe, side is safe. 6s to the corner, 7s to 1. 6 to the corner, 7s to 1. 5s to 2. 5s to 2. 6 to the corner, 7s to 1. We're going up the 2 column. Do not move yet. Don't move. Walk up the wall column. That is the 2 column. Move until you don't have any dots above your head. Move up the 2 column. Move up the 2 column. Walk to the safe square whether you were right or not. Walk to the safe square whether you were right or not. Walk to the safe square. Healers, if you're dead, mark yourself. If you have healer LB3, use it now. Healer LB3 now. ABC, provoke and mitigate. ABC, provoke and mitigate. ABC, provoke and mitigate. DEF, provoke and mitigate. DEF, provoke and mitigate. Essen of those dooms. Essen of the doom. Everyone stack up on C. Stack up on C. Stack up on C. We have no more sacks or raises. That's fine. Everyone is going to stack up on C. Stay stacked up on C. We're going to stay in of the night towards the south. Towards the south. Dodge the bouncing bullet turrets. Dodge the bouncing bullet turrets.
Light curtains.
Pop light curtains. Pop your light curtains. Dispel. Dispel if you have it. Pop light curtains. Dispel if you have it. Get under a dome. Get under a dome. Please dispel if you have it. Excellent job. Get under the dome. Ether shield and mitigate. Get ready to ether shield and mitigate. Ether shield and mitigate now. Heal everyone back up. We're gonna have one more form before soft enrage. Go and check for tethers. Check for tethers. Check for your tethers now. Use your knockback immunity. Use your knockback immunity. Tethers to small, rest to large. Tethers to small.
Stop moving.
Stop moving. Tethers to large, rest to small. When you land, this is the start of soft enrage. Healers, if you still have LB3, use it. Ether shield and mitigate. Ether shield and mitigate. Ether shield and mitigate yet again. Ether shield and mitigate again. Ether shield and mitigate. Keep people up. Another raid wide. Ether shield and mitigate. One more set of raid wyatts. One more set of raid wyatts. And then it is hard enrage. Any damage you have, use it. This is hard enrage. We will not be meeting a 15% DPS here. That is a very excellent job, especially considering the couple of miscalls. Congratulations, you are now Queen Enragers. You can go on literally any reclear. If you are on Fi's run, that is about to start, get the fuck out of here and go over to theirs.
Is that a Savage run?
Yes, Fi is hosting another DRs Prog over on Cafe.
I need an invite to that then.
There is an invite in, I believe there's a links and resources channel that has a link to Cafe. Yeah, excellent job, everyone. We're gonna come back next week. I'm going to have a re-clear. I will prioritize anyone who is on this run, who is a progger. For that re-clear, I'm gonna teach you mimic chaining. We're gonna get through there. Why is my name on there? What have I done wrong?
What's happening?
Why is my name on the Queen infographic?
The infographic gets updated for every caller.
Yeah, excellent job, everyone. If you are on Fly's run, please get over there. Someone's echoing really badly, please. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations, you are just one step away from getting your doggo. Now that you've seen Queen, it should not be scary to you. You can go on any re-clear, get your clear, or you can come back next week and I will have a re-clear for you. The sign-up's gonna be a little bit different than what you're used to, but...
I will also likely be here as well, to once again call slimes for everyone.
It'd be really funny to make you call golems instead.
Golems is easier!
Yeah, that's why it's not...
I'll take colleagues.
No, but you should make Ring call Phantom.
Never make Ring call Phantom.
Who wants to see ice spikes? Who wants to see ice spikes?
Where can I find that resource thing?
If you go into the server we are currently in, CEM, you scroll to the top, there's a links and resources channel. There are links to several other Discords that also host DRS. There is a link to PB, who hosts lots of re-clears. There is a link to Cafe, who hosts lots of prog runs, as well as a re-clear, I believe, tomorrow night. There's a link to ABBA, who does any prog. And there's a link to, some European ones as well.
Carter has a re-clear run tomorrow, but I don't know if he's taking Ragers.
Yeah, there is a, you can ask Carter if they're taking Enragers. If you say you got to Queen Enrage, you'll probably be fine. But yeah.
That was fun. Thank you for the run.
Thank you so much for this
opportunity.
Thank you very
much.
Thank you, honey.
Congratulations.